Hey everybody, and welcome back to another session of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Today is a special day because it is the 3-year anniversary of this oh hey Chrono. It's the 3-year anniversary of this Let's Play, and today, you may notice that the video's 3 hours long, because I'm a fool. But today we have a special guest, the person who actually inspired me to do Let's Plays, TomBobBlender. Hey.
Oh shucks.
How you doing?
Pretty good. I have never played this game before.
So, you know the basic idea of Harvest Moon series, yeah?
If it's anything like Animal Crossing, then yes.
Well, yeah, you can sort of say that. It's basically just a farming simulator, and there are people who walk around you can interact with, befriend and whatnot. This one in particular has a lot of, not a lot, happening.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike some of the other Harvest Moon games, it lacks a lot of in-depth things. Like, a lot of the farm tools are pretty simple. You don't get anything crazy. Like in the Super Nintendo one, you could get a really cool watering can that watered a bunch of squares at once. And in this one, you can just get one that holds more water, so you can see that they got kind of boring. Well, this one in particular. I say that all the time because there's not much to do, but there's a lot of nostalgia for this game. Despite there being nothing, pretty much, in the terms of it being one of the better ones in terms of gameplay. A lot of people feel a lot of nostalgia for this one, just because they spent a lot of time with it. And that's just, it goes for me too, so I played this game a lot with my mom. It was my first GameCube game. So, yeah, that's my rundown on it.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember if I even heard of this game back then.
No? Oh.
I don't know.
I knew, everybody at least had... Everybody I knew who had a GameCube also happened to either own this game or the female version of it, which there's a...
Female version?
There's a weird thing that Harvest Moon started doing where they would make female versions of the game if there weren't, you know, the choice to be male or female from the beginning. So
I see.
For this one, they made a game called Another Wonderful Life, which is just the exact same game. I don't even think they fixed any of, like, the bugs or glitches or mistranslations.
Uh-huh.
But they just changed your model to be a girl, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's that one.
It's very thoughtful.
Yeah, mostly a cosmetic thing at that point, but whatever, floats your boat, I guess. So, I have to find which cow to milk today.
He looks like a good one.
So, I guess so people know a little bit more about you. What do you do on the YouTubes?
On the YouTubes, well, I make Mario Paint videos usually. I recently just uploaded one a few days ago. I was pretty happy about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's from Donkey Kong Country.
Nice.
And well, lately I've been uploading my live streams to YouTube, but today is the launch of YouTube Gaming, so...
Oh, that's today.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen. It could be like 5 minutes from now or 50 minutes from now.
Or several hours from now.
Yeah, several hours from now. You have no idea. There's no specifics on that, but that's the big news of the day.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping a close eye on it. I was following the Twitter for a little while, but I got kind of annoyed because they kind of just spout memes. So, spout memes and try to be hip with the gamers.
Yes,
so like,
they're trying.
That Twitter's not for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the concept, though. Saw that YouTube integrated more of a... It's still kind of in beta, but they integrated more of a streaming service. Still looks a little bit... I took a look at the interface, still looks a little bit clunky, but, you know. And I saw the pictures of what the layout will look like, and,
nice.
Turning into Elmer Fudd. I don't know, it just kind of looks like a YouTube polished themed version of Twitch so far. So we'll see what it goes. The only thing I've noticed is that because of YouTube Gaming coming out, look at this guy, he takes up the whole screen. because of YouTube gaming coming out, I've noticed, I don't know if you've seen this on your channel or in your email at all, but they've been doing a lot of bot sweeps for copyright.
Yeah, I've had my share of issues. No, like the last week. I think about 660 videos have been tamed. I don't know what was going on because these videos were from like 7 years ago.
Yeah, and I've noticed, sad thing, because Nintendo just doesn't let those go. And
I know.
they've been adding more and more of their older games. So,
yeah, there was a random one.
So Van here is actually the shop. You can buy rare items from him. I've already bought the rare item from him for this year. It's a teddy bear that's in my son's room. And, yeah.
Wow.
I completely lost track of what I was about to say, though, because of that. Something about copyright. Oh,
yes.
Nintendo, did you know that they added a visual ID content match for the scene of Mario walking from the castle to the pipe?
No.
In the original Mario Brothers. So they're even doing little things like that, like stuff they don't expect people to edit out, like loading screens and
oh my god,
like predetermined footage in video games. They're starting to add that into the list.
That's ridiculous.
So it's getting really hard. They're making it as hard as possible to dodge not getting claimed.
So if you, let's say, upload a mirrored video, you should be fine.
You know what? Maybe not for Mario Brothers, because in, what was it? NES Remix, they had Luigi mode, the reverse one. So that right. It might still be there in a weird way.
Alright, so mirrored and upside down.
Yeah, pretty much at that point.
Just put a disclaimer for everyone to flip their monitor before you watch this video.
Luckily, this is a Natsumi game, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't remember what this guy likes. So to become friends with people, you can just give them whatever item. There's certain things that they like more. A lot of people default like milk. Befriending some people have benefits, not so much. Others not so much, because it's, oh, I'm friends with him now, so I should get an item from him when I go to his house next time. But some people will give you special items, like if I looked at my shelf right now, there's a bunch of tools. Actually, I can just pull one out. There's a bunch of tools. They're called the weird tools. This is a weird sickle. So those are items that you can use without expelling too much energy.
Okay.
So it just makes your day easier to farm. Is that a turtle?
It's a turtle.
The turtle's out. Look at him.
Get the turtle, get the turtle. There he is.
There you go. Turtle. So, there's no reason for it to be here. You can't do anything with it. You can't even interact with it. It's just there.
That's a turtle for you.
Yeah. That's another weird thing about this game. If you had known about it back then, I'm sure you would have heard the many rumors that were to get additional pets, because a lot of people would see those random animals around. You can see that turtle, there's a raccoon, there's a lizard. And people would say, oh, you have to do this special sequence of things to get them as pets on your farm. It's not true. At all.
It's liars.
You can only get a cat. That's the only additional pet you can get after the start of the game. So.
Aww, no dogs?
Oh, you start the game with a dog, yeah.
Okay, good.
Most Harvest Moon games start you with a dog as a pet, I think. I remember the Super Nintendo. Oh, here's a memory from the Super Nintendo one of something if you ever decide to play it. There's a thing, a scripted thing. Yeah, they're cute. You can get a long-eared or a pointy-eared. In the first Harvest Moon game, there's a sequence of events that they plan out, like a day that it rains and stuff during the beginning of the game, the whole tutorial section. And if you forget to bring in your dog for the night it rains, you basically soft lock the game, because he'll be angry and be outside your door and you can't leave your house.
What a friggin' moper.
So it's a pretty mean way of saying, hey, don't forget to put your dog inside.
Gotcha.
In this game, it doesn't matter. They just sit out in the doghouse. The cat just sits outside and sits under a tree. It doesn't care. Cat can do whatever it wants.
Of course. That's what a cat does.
Okay, so, because I'm sure some people will be a little bit more curious as to how exactly you inspired me. I remember a long time ago, I was browsing YouTube, mostly for like remixes of songs, Chrono Trigger soundtrack and stuff. I found your rendition of, I think it was Frog's theme. I don't remember how long ago it was. It's one of the Chrono Trigger songs that you did. And I got addicted to a lot of your Mario Paint things, because I was like, oh, he's using the actual Mario Paint, which I found. What was your decision for that you just felt that was better to use the original instead of the program that's on the computer?
Well, when he started making the videos, and that was March 5th, 2007, I was looking through YouTube videos and randomly came across somebody doing clocks in Mario Paint. And then that's when I remembered the game, because I played it a ton in, you know, like 1992, 93 when I first got it, and I just forgotten about it. So I dug up my Super Nintendo and I plugged it in, and I loaded up my game, and I loaded up my save file from decades ago, and I was like, hey, maybe I could make something in the game and then upload it, but I don't know what to do. So I think the first one, I dug up my Mario Paint Player's Guide, and they had like built-in songs you could do. So I put those in and uploaded it and said, hey, these are from the Player's Guide. I said, maybe I should be a little more original here. Maybe I should do one of my own. So I looked through the soundtracks of different games and tried to find songs that would fit not only in the limitations of the Mario Paint notes range, but the limitation of how long the song could be. So I think that was the Tetris theme. And then after that, I wanted to upload more, but you couldn't upload songs that were more than 32 measures. So I had to find a way to kind of splice the video together. And I did a really bad job back then because I had horrible editing programs that like came free with like DVD burners and stuff. So yeah, the first half of the videos were just bad with edits, but it got the attention through Nintendo Power. And when they mentioned me in the magazine, that's when things kind of snowballed from there. And that's kind of why I stuck with Mario Paint, because I feel like that was such an honor from Nintendo to do something like that, that I couldn't turn my attention away.
Yeah, definitely. It's really cool. I actually wasn't aware of that you were in Nintendo Power.
Yep, volume 218, page 93.
Oh, there you go. Those who collect them.
Yeah, it had Soul Calibur on the cover. That's all I remember.
Nice. So, and then I remember while I was going through your Mario Paint compositions, I scrolled, like, because this was, when did I start? Maybe 2010, 11, not sure. Can't quite say. It's been so long I've been doing these. But I remember I was looking through your channel and I was going through a lot of the older ones, and then I noticed something that was just called, I think it was something along the lines of TBB and Hague. And I think the first one I watched was Contra.
That was our first one.
And I watched through that, and I still go back and look at it every now and then, because I still think they're like some of the funniest videos LP-wise I've seen. There's just a lot of good humor and good chemistry between you two, and some of the edits you did just killed me.
Yeah, that was different.
But that was around the time where I was like, this is just hilarious. I bet I could do something like this. And that's when I had recorded my first that no longer exists Let's Play of Mega Man 1. And back then, I was living at my parents' house, and I was on a cruddy laptop sitting in the living room using an emulator and the built-in mic. And it was just garbage. And at some point, I'm not sure when, like maybe a year later, when I was doing slightly better content, I got so embarrassed by it that people were still watching it that I made the mistake of deleting it. I think it would have been good if I kept it up, but yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
it's always good to see the roots of people and how they've grown over the years.
Yeah. So I definitely want to smack the younger self for getting rid of it, because I think it would have been cool to leave it there so people could see just how bad it was when it started to my crazy friggin' setup I have now. So.
Yeah, when we did it, it was through NetPlay.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked quite well, but only worked well with NES games. But yeah, we had a great time. We want to do more of those, but it's getting harder these days with scheduling and stuff.
Yeah, I can't blame you, especially...
Yeah, and then it moved away, so we're like 3 additional hours apart.
And the time zones just get annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of started Battletoads, and he kind of raged, so we kind of couldn't do that one.
Yeah.
Yep, that was Hag.
Yeah.
Heavily armed gypsy.
Heavily armed gypsy.
And for a while, he had his own Let's Play channel, but I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, I subscribed to him a long time ago, and I watched him because obviously after I found you, I like subscribed to the both of you at the time. And
right.
Yeah, I remember he actually did quite a few things. A lot of cool little, like, I remember Adventure Island, and
I think his first one was Tiny Toon Adventures.
Yeah, he just did a lot of cool old scroller games. And the other thing I remember before YouTube ruined everything with the layout is that he had this really cool YouTube layout where he had a GIF of Gaiga scrolling in the background.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, he did come back for a little while. He was playing some PC game I can't remember the name of, but then it disappeared again, so I don't know.
Yep, that's him for you.
But you two still keep up, huh?
Yes, we do.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, one day you might see a random video show up on my channel.
I was thinking of walking to the dig site just now to find something to do, but I realized it's already almost the day, so I have to put my character to bed.
It is getting late.
Gotta put my character to bed.
Oh no.
So.
But the most fun happens at night.
There is a bar, but there's no... Well, somebody told me there was a bar minigame that I could activate that I've never heard of before, so I'm gonna go scope it out. But I'm actually gonna... Where is he heading? Probably to work. I have to catch this guy walking by when he's going home, because I think I can get a clock from him or something, now that we're friends. But let's scope up the bar really quick, see if I can figure out this so-called minigame. Or I could get a cutscene, hey.
Whoa.
Hey, I was just about to play a song. Sit down and listen if you have time. I don't think we've seen this one yet in the LP at all. I can't wait. I want music right now. Especially Griffin's guitar. Well, what's wrong with Gustafa? He's been sitting outside his hut all day. Alright, let's get started. And the, sadly you can't hear it, I don't think, but the,
That's alright. I can hear it in my head. I'm reading the music notes.
The nice thing about the guitar songs in this is that it's actual recorded acoustic guitar. So you can hear the guy picking the thing and his fingers sliding across and stuff, but yeah, the guitar songs in this game are pretty nice.
How authentic.
Really, what a great cutscene of multiple camera angles of this sick guitar playing while those sprites get blown up too large and get all pixely and gross. He'll be done someday.
What a terrible bar. There's no place to sit down.
It's not even... You just gotta stand up. The bar stool's super, like, the thing's so low, it's like, doesn't even matter. They try to go Japan style with it, but kind of messed it up. Can't really sit under there at all. So I don't, whoever left the comment saying about the minigame, if you happen to know how to actually do it, I think he left a comment saying there is one here, but he doesn't know how to maybe take a drink. So what do you have? As far as I know, all these are just things that help you with energy. Let's have a moon trip. That sounds fancy.
Moo moo milk. Wow. A moon trip? What the heck?
There's a pink drink too. Huh.
Pink sounds fun.
Pink is usually good. Those drinks at the bar can always turn out pretty fancy. That guy just glitched his way past the... Good. Well, I'm clicking around. I don't see anything. What are you talking... What? This place is so cool, don't you think? Yeah, there's a whole lot of, there's a flower lamp with a couple posters and maybe a selection of one bottle of drink. Oh, I see 2 bottles. 2 unique bottles.
Yeah, I'm really offended that there's no place to sit down here.
Well,
I like you just go behind the counter.
Yeah, it doesn't even care.
No.
There's a filthy bum. We're gonna give him some money. Because I guess my next goal for this game is to try to just befriend everybody. Because there's not much else to do. Just walk on home and actually sleep now. So that's another thing with this game is that even when you get to a certain point, there's hardly anything you even need to worry about. Like, your character can get hungry and tired, but as soon as your cow starts giving, like, A quality milk or better, you can just drink one of those and you're good for the day. So, we've already reached that point in this.
Dear Diary.
And Diary is obviously the save thing.
Gotcha.
There's a TV here. It's mostly cosmetic, kind of pointless. A lot of the shows appear randomly. The weather is not even accurate. It's the weather is RNG basically. It shows a random thing every time, and it doesn't really affect anything. Farming news gives you like random tips that you should either already know about, aren't really relevant to the actual in-game mechanics. Then they talk about actual farming in a sense. The only interesting channel here is this one where it shows TV shows, but it's almost that is, what is it, your cell phone?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's fine. Surprised me. It's like,
yeah,
what is that audio?
Me too.
The problem with the TV show channel is that it's really hard to ever see any of these in order, and half the time you'll probably just catch episode 1 every time. So, it's not even a point. And then there's a horoscope, which is pointless. Because it affects nothing.
That's very bad, especially horoscopes that are fake.
Yeah.
Bad.
So, that's another thing about this game. There's a lot of fluff. They make it look like there's cool things, and there's not. So...
I think you're being chased by a dog.
Yeah, he follows you around a lot. The sheep does that too. They love you so much. They just follow you around. The sheep can actually be kind of annoying when you're trying to take care of your animals, because he pushes them around to get to you. So what I'm doing with the farm right now is I'm trying to be super cheap and grow really good fruit. Because what you can do is you can get a seed maker in this game where you can put all the things from your farm into, and seeds sell for a lot of money.
Oh.
So if you get the seeds to be really good quality, they sell for even more money. Basically allowing you to do everything in the game, no problem.
Yeah, it's kind of like Animal Crossing, from what I remember.
So that's the tactic you can rely on to do good in this game. So as soon as I get tons of money, this entire field at some point will be filled with vegetables. So, just not right now because they're expensive to make good. Here's Creed. Let's see if we can get him to do the thing where he follows me around if he doesn't fall asleep. There he goes. It's kind of random sometimes, but he lays down. But he'll follow you.
Stuck in the grass.
Yeah, he'll follow you, and then sometimes get in the way of the other animals because they can. The detection as to where they are to talk to them can be kind of awkward when they're all next to each other. So it can be hard to talk to one animal specifically. Right now they're all spread apart, so that's nice. So I guess another thing we can talk about is you have quite the pretty neat stream setup in the sense that you have like your own website and stuff. How did the website come along?
The website was developed, oh my goodness, I think it was 2008 or maybe early 9. I don't remember when it was, but it was put together to, I think it was to organize a place for people to view and chat at the same time, and with a very simple interface, because back then Ustream was very difficult. The website was not ever designed to view and chat at the same time. Like, you have to scroll down to get to the chat window, and they didn't have an option for pop-out chat and stuff like that. So that was one reason. Another reason was just to post news and things about what I was doing, because I was pretty into the Mario Paint videos, so I was uploading a lot and just keeping track record of what I was uploading and what was I working on, and you know what to expect, stuff like that.
Next song project kind of thing.
Yeah, or taking requests and letting people know, you know, if it's doable or if I'm working on it. Yeah.
It's pretty neat. I was a little while ago, I was making like a mock-up design of a possible thing just for like an interesting place to see the stream, and I was like, I was so too lazy. Because it got to the point where I was like, I'm happy with the design because I like designing things, but I'm not. I don't feel like actually maintaining a website. So props to you for keeping that going, because I found it to be a lot of work that I was not wanting to keep up with.
Yeah, I have a team of people who help me maintain it, and without them, that would not be there. So,
nice.
Yeah, definitely. I think right now it's all HTML5. I think that's fancy for very good. I don't know. So it's optimal for, I think, mobile devices as well, which was very important.
Yeah, especially these days with the kids and all their tablets.
Yes.
And their fancy smartphones. I still have a smartphone that was like from, well, I don't know. It's that design shortly after the flip phone, you know, where you slide it up and there's a keyboard. It's that kind.
Ooh, so, yeah.
Today, well, actually, I think we'll go to the dig site, because that's somewhat interesting, since it's a good place for selling stuff.
It's called the Cosmo, the LG Cosmo. That's one of those little slider phones. I love that phone.
Yeah, that's the one I still have. And sadly, I might have to, like, I just keep it for, you know, actual using as contact, but the sad thing is it's old, so it's slow. It's slowing down, so sometimes when people phone me, it takes a phone a second to, like, activate the phone thing, and the guy's not in here. I should have realized that when he was walking by. I don't know why I came in still. So he can only use the dig site when he's actually there, and he was the one with the glasses and the vest who we walked by, and I was like, oh,
chase him down.
Should be fine to go dig still, but yeah, they aren't.
You should roll. You probably move faster.
The only faster way to move in this game is only to ride your horse, which I pretty much always forget to do, because I just forget that I can even call a horse.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's much better.
But I also forget to use the horse because you can't talk to people while you're on them.
Well, that's just weird.
The, everything's pretty simple in this game. This was, as far as I know, pretty early, game into the GameCube's life. So I guess they were probably still really figuring out, which is probably why this game is missing so much in comparison to a lot of the other ones. So, guess we'll just rub up against people, see if your friends are with them or not. And the way you can tell your friends is because they stare at you really weird. Even when their models don't look like they should turn their head. Oh, this cutie isn't our friend yet. We shouldn't fix that.
You should definitely fix that.
She's married, I don't care. So am I.
Give her food, give her food!
A lot of people like milk. We'll try the milk. I like milk. Her name's Chris. You brought that milk from the farm? You can have some, yay. Everybody likes milk.
Yeah.
That seems to be the go-to item.
Yep.
Not friends just yet.
Wow, really, lady?
Takes more than 1 gallon of milk, 1 liter of milk to get to her.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, this is what I was worried about, trying to nab people for the 3-hour special, because there's nothing, I can make the video special, but I can't make the gameplay special. Like, I just do the usual thing where I talk about nothing for an hour or so. And it's harder with another person, because I'm used to just rambling by myself. haven't done the co-commentary of Harvest Moon in a long time. And the last time I did, I was drunk, so that sounds fun.
And I missed it. Alright.
I got no booze today, so I can't fix that. It's too early anyway. It's like not even noon.
Yeah, this early I would be concerned for you.
It's okay, I just got water. See if I can give this guy something. Now this guy's weird. I think he's the one who's...
Dr. Wily!
Yeah, he does look like Dr. Wily. Him and his brother. I never drew that comparison before.
He also looks like that professor from Felix the Cat.
Ooh, it's been so long since I saw Felix.
Oh, I forgot his name. He's always like beating the crap out of himself whenever he makes a mistake. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I'm trying to remember what this guy even likes. A lot of the stuff he's showing me is just like, that's cool.
You know what? I think his name was just called The Professor.
The Professor. Ooh.
The Professor. I'll look that up real quick here.
Ah, there we go. This guy likes sugar ore. Something from the dig set, of course. Are we friends yet? He's walking. He's walking. It's time to find out. Nope. I was a professor research, seeing a bunch of Google images of actual professors.
Yes, I do see him. I'm reading about it. Apparently, was Felix's uncle as well.
Felix is... What? How? He's a cat.
Despite the professor being his uncle, he is also one of Felix's best friends. Whenever he talks to Felix, he refers to him as Mr. Felix. I remember that. The professor's bulldog-faced, bumbling sidekick, he tries to help the professor to steal the Felix's magic bag.
So they're best friends, but... Oh, I think I remember him. Because I remember he was, like, sort of the antagonist in the movie?
Yes, he was.
Because he just wanted the thing?
Yep, the bag of tricks. That's right.
It was such a long time ago. I was a little bab.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember
that
it,
was
though.
out. Early morning. Time for the trucks to work, I assume. Oh, there's a raccoon also. Didn't expect to see the other animal today. Because sometimes they only show up at certain times a year, and it's completely random if they do or not. So, there you go, there's a raccoon. It's kind of a shame you can't get him as a pet, because he is... Where'd he go? He is adorable. I'd get him. But you cannot. He just hangs out at your rival's farm here. Doing a whole lot of... not moving, because his model just suddenly froze. I think Dio's here. Zawaru... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was about to do a reference. Too late.
Okay, the truck left.
Guess I got by faster then. Because if it was a winter here, I'm sure... It hasn't snowed quite yet, but... When it snows here, it really snows, so... like, super early morning, the trucks go crazy for at least 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, well, that's the garbage truck, and... the, dumpsters are, like, right next to the apartment, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yep, we get their fair share of sound.
I never hear my garbage truck. He's mysterious. Which is, I guess, better for this area.
Oh, it's better for any area.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Well, come winter, though. That's when we'll be hearing a lot of stuff. But it'll also be cold, so that'll be nice. Not sure about you, but I'm a snow person.
I am too. You know, coming from New York, it's something I miss the most.
Yeah.
Because, well, here in California where I live, there's basically just 2 seasons. You know, it's summer, 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 spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross. I can't. I can hardly handle heat, so I grew up in a mountain city where winter was the main one. So I'm very used to cold. And this summer here has been pretty brutal, so yeah.
Yeah, the difference between the heat here and what was in New York was the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
That was awful. The humidity was terrible in New York, but here it's like there's no humidity. It's just nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least that balances out a bit.
Yeah, it does.
Humidity's gross. That's the one thing I could definitely never get used to.
Yeah, your clothes don't stick to you. It's like, ugh.
Man, he wasn't at the freaking dig site all day. Never seen that before. I was hoping to do something different. Maybe tomorrow, who knows? Still got another 40-ish minutes. Oh, boy.
Boy, it would suck if time moved this fast.
Oh, yeah. Just a few minutes and suddenly the sun's gone. It's actually kind of a shame that I'd almost be happy at the time in this game moved faster. You know, because then the LP wouldn't be for years. It's also partially my fault because I record this and then not play it at all for a couple months, so I'm gonna try to break that habit.
A heart on that cow?
Yeah, when you talk to them a bunch, they eventually start giving you hearts. So,
oh my goodness.
Because they get super happy, and their animation slowly changes, because you might have noticed she did a lick of your face animation. She hasn't gotten there quite yet, she's doing the nuzzle one. The happier and the more they love you, they change their animation a little bit, which is kind of cute, so.
Interesting. Look at this game. Fancy.
There you go. Look directly into my eyeball. Now let's check to see if the goat's dead yet.
Oh, God. Poor thing.
Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm letting the goat be sick. This is
no, I just realized you're poor goat.
The thing with the goat is, it's only useful for a certain period of time. Eventually, after you buy it, it stops giving milk, and there's absolutely no way to get it to produce milk again. So at that point, it's just taking up a slot for another possible, you know, useful animal. So,
oh my God.
You gotta let it die because you can't sell it.
Wow.
Now, every single other animal you can sell. But the goat, because of the way you buy him from Van, he's a special item. And because of that, they left an oversight in the game where they didn't give him a sell option. So, yeah, that's the only way, unfortunately. Sad as it is.
Stupid goat. You did this to yourself.
Alright, there we go. We're almost at the end of the spring season month thing here. Another day where Van will be at the shop, so maybe I'll actually sell crap to him, I don't know. Oh! In trouble! Come quickly! This may be it. Hurry! Just when I finally mentioned him.
Wow.
Here it is. Oh. Flop over. Poor thing. That's what happens if you don't keep a close eye on them. This is what happens if you don't keep an eye on it. Too late! And then he gets super depressed. But in reality, I'm super happy because he's
Wow.
finally out of the way.
Food for days.
So that was the end of KZ the Goat.
Jeez,
A thing I've been
yeah,
trying to do for 20 videos, I think. And as you can see, his slot is open now, so I can order another cow.
So I wonder what happened to him.
I think the elves there took them to their tree and ate them.
Nice.
Can't imagine what else they did. And normally that would be a super bad thing if you're going for like a high score run in other Harvest Moon games, but that's another feature that's missing from this game, is that this game does not rank you at the end of the once you've completed it. So you can you just do whatever. Like, this game is just time killer the game, really. So because SNES Harvest Moon will give you like an A rank or you know, like a letter ranking. This game just does nothing. You just get the same cutscene at the end of the game you would, despite what you do, so. Yeah, I'm sure you understand the many problems with this one versus the other ones now.
Yeah.
But again, nostalgia.
Sure.
Time killer. I played this a lot when I was younger before school, so I don't know why. It's just the one that sticks with people the most.
Have you played the, I think there was one for Wii, wasn't there?
There was, I think it was called Animal Parade, and I never saw it in stores around here, so I did not play it.
Oh, okay.
Harvest Moon was pretty hard to come by in this area. Well, not this area, but where I used to live. Because where I used to live, it took a while for that entire area to really start adapting to the whole gaming thing.
Yeah.
So they were pretty slow to get certain things, and when they do get things, it was always like the big ones, you know, the Zeldas and the Call of Duties. And when it came to like the smaller stuff, like say Rhythm Heaven or Harvest Moon things, you probably wouldn't see them because they wouldn't order them in because they'd figure, oh, there's no way people will want these games.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that kind of situation. Don't know if it's gotten much better over there, but even while I was working at one of those stores, we did not see much of the smaller title games. He was outside again, and for some reason I still came in here thinking that I could play the game to dig.
You never know with those games, those kinds of games, when they show up and where they show up.
He's going into his tent, though. I saw his hair clip
God.
to the top of it.
What's he doing in there? It's the middle of the day. Come on now. We have a good reason for this.
Oh man, him and his
Oh, whoa.
help
you need to leave. He's standing in the corner like he was in the red zone or something.
Yeah, what a life they lead, though. They just live in that tent.
Well, he left the... Yeah. Is there a door in that?
Nope.
Wow.
You just walk on in and out.
Jeez.
Oh, I think they're actually going to the dig site. Huzzah. Oh, there's a butterfly. No, that's not a butterfly. That's a chihuahua. I forgot about him.
Just as ugly.
Yep. He's got big old eyes. I thought it was a butterfly. It looked like his ears were like big wings flapping. Alright, now we can actually dig today. So this isn't really much of a minigame or anything. You
Explain first.
You get an item, and then you can just go around and press A lot and hope you find stuff.
Gotcha.
9 times out of 10 you will, though. So it's a pretty good place for money as well early on. What the hell is this? It's like a ancient pepper.
Oh, look like a virtual boy.
All hail the virtual boy for TomBobBlender.
You would find that in the ground somewhere.
Kind of wish I would. That'd be fun to have in the collection.
Oh my god.
Just have it sitting there and people be like, what is this? It's like, well, I try it out and get a big headache.
Yep. Yeah, we had one too.
I remember when I was young and ignorant, and I first heard of the Virtual Boy, I was like, oh, that sounds like the coolest thing. Why don't we have one?
Yeah.
It's because by that point when I heard about it was already discontinued.
Yeah, it didn't last long at all.
Yeah,
It was definitely their worst console.
They skipped over that in stores here, that's for sure. Because I remember the following Christmas we got the N64. So.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to find.
The fun thing, I guess, if you can call it fun, when you find an item in this, is just it makes a weird, whenever you see that little glowing animation it does, it makes this weird ooh sound. It's like, oh man, it's so special, and then you just dig up like a thing like this where it's just a bone.
Fossil.
Now, there's actually one thing that's kind of cool about this. There's a very rare chance that you'll find a special item. And when you do find it, that has a chance to severely increase the size of this place so you can dig more earlier. But if you don't find it, then it depends on how many times you visit throughout. But the special item lets you boost. And it brings up your friendship if you're not friends with the guy already, but it doesn't really matter. He's not one of those weird, I guess, Virtual Boy goggle lens things.
Oh, we found something weird. Oh, there you go. I think next time we should just throw a stick of dynamite in here and come back in and see what surfaces.
There's so much stuff, though. You'd probably blow half of it up. It's not even that far into the surface. I'm just like, from the look of it, I'm just barely scraping the top off.
Yeah.
You just find something. It glows for generations, of course. That probably helps since they emit so much light, but you know. And make a weird noise. I mean, what else could be making the noise aside from the item itself? They definitely want to be found, that's for sure. Could make this an X file. Items that want to be found. I need to stop talking about X-Files in my videos now. I've been watching that show, and I'm really into it, so I keep talking about it.
Yeah, I watched it when it was on TV all those years ago, and I did rediscover it on Netflix, so I started all over again. Yep.
It's nice, too, because American Netflix has the never-before-released HD edition now.
That it does.
It's pretty cool. So if you guys have American Netflix, I would recommend it now, definitely. I just finished season 2, but I'm in love with the show right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good series.
Mulder's like my spirit animal.
Oh, yeah?
His sarcasm is just perfect.
I know.
His blunt and direct responses. And he's, if I could be frank, that actor is super attractive.
Oh, yes. He's been in a couple things. He was in a few small roles in different movies after that, but I can't really remember if he was in anything else really noteworthy.
I know he was in Twin Peaks, which is another, I guess, cult classic. And I saw him on the cover of something that's on Netflix of 2, where he's the main actor, and I can't remember his name. But,
Holy eyebrows.
But yeah, he's, I like him.
Yeah, he's fun. If you like sarcasm, have you ever seen House?
On TV, I should actually start watching it, because I remember when I saw it on TV, even when I was younger, I still really enjoyed the humor. So.
Yeah, that's my current watch right now. It's fun.
I need to get back into that show again. Yeah, on TV, I enjoyed it quite a lot.
Yep.
X-Files is a Discovery Now kind of thing, because when it was originally airing, that was like 1990, 1991. Season 2 is 1992. I wasn't born until 1993. And so, of course, the episodes I did catch, I was way too young to understand it. So.
Yep.
but damn do I appreciate it now. It's aged pretty well, so.
It has, and I remember the very first episode was the same night as my middle school dance, so I missed the, I missed the opening episode, but I did record it on VHS. Yeah. I think it was 6th grade. I don't remember now.
Good to know screen share doesn't break the recorder at all.
No,
it's been going
that's
on the whole time.
Amazing. Yes.
So I'm certainly used to it glitching out.
Ah.
That, especially since the El Gato, as much as I like it. Thanks for that, by the way. I forgot to mention, Tom is the one I bought the El Gato from.
Oh, no problem. That was wonderful to do that for you.
And it's great for recording, but sadly, as he warned me, it's terrible for streaming. So
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. So. I don't know if they fixed it yet. I think I do remember. No, okay.
they say they do, and they're like, oh, we add all this compatibility for XSplit and stuff. It's still just awful.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be getting a capture card that's for streaming specifically at some point, but yeah, in the meantime.
Oh yeah, I love my Live Gamer HD. It's definitely the best card I've had. I've been through a lot of them. Yeah. My first one was the Dazzle.
Oh yeah, I actually have that set up for when I do a certain something when a certain game arrives finally, because that's the only one I can use to stream without, you know, delay.
Yeah.
That's all I need to do there.
Apparently, I think Avery Media just released a brand new capture card.
Yeah, I think XSplit or somebody, it was either XSplit or Twitch was doing, no, one of the no, maybe it was, I forget. One of those two were doing a contest to give one of them away. Or, I think 4 of them away, 2 for US, 2 for UK. It's like one of those Twitter Gleam things, so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you may notice I'm talking to a giant plant right now.
That's really cool.
What he's for is the only, I guess, the only really unique thing that you can do in this game is through Tartan here. He has a special thing where you can fuse 2 different crops together to create a new crop. So
it keeps throwing up. That's nice.
Yeah. So I've yet to unlock that ability, plus I don't have anything I can really fuse together just yet, because I haven't been growing or developing those vegetables. But it'll be interesting when I get to that. Another thing you can do is cook. There's a cooking thing, and you can just combine certain random items together to make a unique one. But there's not much use for it, unfortunately, because drinking milk is the best food you can get. And there's only one type of food you need to worry about making for someone to become friends with them, and I don't have the means to make it right now, so bleh.
Oh no. Buy all the seeds.
Yep, this is a seed maker. So these strawberries are only bees, but the seeds themselves sell for a lot more than the strawberries themselves would. So Van is still open. I don't remember if he closed or not, but we'll see just how much we can grab from these.
God, you're like an amiibo collector.
I only have 2 amiibo.
Do you?
Yeah, I got a Lucario, and the link isn't even mine, just friends that he let me borrow it. So really, I only have a Lucario.
Very nice that you have a Lucario.
Yeah, it's a Japanese one.
Yep, I have the same one.
Obviously, I had to get a Lucario because reasons.
Very reasons, yes.
Alright, let's see how much we can get for these strawberries. Find them. Here we go. one of those is 50G, so 24 of them. If they were a better rank, they'd sell for probably 25 or more.
Wow.
So, not too much, but the big ones are usually the fruits, so. Get away from my trees to grow, man. Oh boy. Tom, another 5 minutes of boringness and I can let you go.
No, that's terrible.
Hope you're still awake after just waking up.
Oh, I'm good. I had my life cereal. I am
Life is
raring to go.
Life is a good cereal.
Oh, the cows are happy. That's good.
Yep. Luckily, they don't have to worry about dropping dead anytime soon. They're actually
Yeah, I was
useful.
gonna say, now that they see what the goat went through, they're gonna be your best friends. Yeah, I just wanted to ride your back for a second.
Yeah, for all the animals when they're asleep, there's a quick way to wake them up. For the horses, getting on his back, and for all the other animals, you can push them on the face until they turn around. And, yeah, luckily it doesn't bother them when you do that.
Yeah, try doing that to the real cow and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, Van, I don't need to see your cutscene. Go away. Guess the cool thing is we did see 2 unique cutscenes today, which is, I guess we already looked at. 2 unique cutscenes today, which was that nice looping animation of Griffin playing his guitar and a goat fall over. So.
Oh my, yeah.
Very exciting start to this 3-hour video so far.
Well, it's turning out great, I gotta say.
So Tom, before we start hitting up the wrapping up part, any little plugs you want to do, or?
Not really. I guess through my YouTube channel, that's pretty much me right there. youtube.com/TomBobBlender. It's a silly name that you'll never forget. That's not what I was going for at all. Just kind of mashed a couple names together that I was associated with in college at the time, and yeah, kind of stuck with me all these years.
So that's where that came from, a bunch of different nicknames that you squished?
Yep. I was in an acapella group.
Oh, were you?
Called the Premium Blend, and we were referred to as Blenders. And Tom Bob came from a name confusion in the group singing group I was in, so they called me Tom Bob instead of Thomas or Robert. So I just put those names together, and there you go.
That worked out.
It worked out, and YouTube was the first place where I used that name. I think that was March 24th, 2006 when I made my account. And oddly enough, I don't know if you remember your first YouTube video, but a friend of mine showed me a video of Harry Potter. It was like a spoof trailer where Harry had a hidden relationship with that red-haired kid person.
Oh, what is his name? That's gonna bug me now. I read all the books too.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Anyway,
Ron.
So, Ron, yes.
Yeah.
They used the scenes from the movie, the first movie, and they just mashed it up to make it appear like they were having some kind of relationship. And I was like, "What is this? Where's it from?" He's like, "Some site called YouTube." I'm like, "YouTube? Never heard of this." That was the very first YouTube video I've ever seen. Do you remember your first one?
Not sure if it was my first one exactly, but I know the first YouTube video I ever favorited, which is funny enough, another something that was Lucario related. And that was where somebody created a CG model of Lucario and had him dance to the song Car Wash.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that's the earliest one I can remember ever seeing.
Awesome.
Me, I didn't really start using the internet until high school, when that was around 2007 when I made my YouTube account, I think. So, yeah.
I think your viewers should post in the comments if they remember their first YouTube video.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me for the first half, or first part, I guess, of this, Tom.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
It's been an honor having you on. And once again, if you guys didn't hear me, he was the dude who spiraled this madness that is what I do on YouTube now. So, thank you very much for joining me.
An incredible honor. Thank you.
Do commercial break. Aura. And we're back from the advertisement of the YouTubes. We've switched guests. Now joining me is a friend from Twitter and such, Forbidden-Feline. Hey.
Hiya, you're right.
So, I guess to give the people watching an idea, what is it you do around the interwebs?
Art mostly. I'll do a bit of crochet, custom plushies and things like that. Mainly about it, to be honest.
Crochet alone should,
yeah.
one of my friends, Dark Angel Yoshi, is really into that stuff, so I feel like if you two met, you'd probably hit it off pretty well.
Most likely. Yeah, and anything cats.
Oh yeah. So, for those who may be curious as to how and Feline and me, is there like a short name you like going with, or?
Just Kitty will do.
Kitty? Okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
I almost said that in your accent, because I was like...
Yeah.
So, Kitty, gotta say it right.
Kitty.
But, we met, I think it was a while ago. I think there was like one of those copy-paste journal type things, except it was an audio version of it.
Yeah, that's right. A voice meme or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And I think I copied it, or I did it after I saw you did it.
Yeah.
So I was following your art for a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, she listened to it, found out that I was doing a thing for Mystical Ninja way back when.
Love that game. Love that game.
Yeah.
Brilliant. One of the best theme songs in a game ever, that is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's where we started to know each other from, and then we've just been keeping contact on Twitter a lot.
Yep.
So.
Pretty much.
That's how we know each other.
Yeah. It's been ages since I played this game as well.
Yeah.
I think I played it on the GameCube, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think I gave up after about year 2.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing to stick with.
Yeah.
Because I think in total, I looked it up a little while ago on a website, but many hours go into this game. I think in total, if you sat through nonstop, it's around 50 or 60.
Oh.
And that's pretty long for a game of this.
Very long.
Like you expect that mostly from things like RPGs and
yeah,
you know, story-heavy stuff, not a farming simulator.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
It's a pretty big endeavor, and I definitely can't blame you for leaving it too, because as I constantly mention in my videos, you lose stuff to do.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. I find I get bored quite easily with repetitive stuff, so you know, about to year 2, and I'm thinking, yeah, I've probably had enough of this by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, so the only way, the thing I'm doing to try to make myself stick with it is just make up little goals, because right now you see I only have those trees in my field mostly.
Yeah.
And that's just to try to do the easy money thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can go crazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, not a lot going on.
Trees and seeds I always found was the big money makers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never got the ducks. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I never got the ducks in it.
Yeah, I don't know. it can be weird because I think it's like it's one of those time-sensitive things.
Yeah.
And I do remember it being pretty picky.
Yeah, it's something like second summer or something, and you had to have the pond before then, and then there was something else I can't even remember now, but I've never managed to get the ducks. So, don't know what happened there. Just didn't like me.
Yeah, because you also have to be like awake before a certain time or wake up at a certain time. Some of the things are really weird.
That's where the alarm clock came in handy.
Yeah, it's the same with getting the one cat you can get. It's very...
Yeah, I could never get the cat either. I was desperately trying to get the cat.
Yeah.
I was like, just take my flowers! I need the cat! Never worked. Oh dear.
Basic things I could feed you here. So yeah, and funny you mentioned repetitive things, because we have to pretty much just come up with stuff to say for the next hour. So
do the nice daily routine here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for a walk down the path.
Other main thing is hungry again. Did I not drink milk? Oops. Another little goal I gave myself is just try to befriend everybody. But a lot of the time,
yeah, you get
certain people are hard to catch.
Yeah,
at the right time.
You get all the extra items as well from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with the previous person, I managed to finally befriend the worker dude. I think is Grant, the guy with the glasses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I can never catch him at home to get his item, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I can't remember the time on him. I think it was something up ridiculously early for him.
Oh yeah, I think it is, because...
It was either like 4 or 5 in the morning, something silly like that.
He gets up super early in the morning, because he goes to that job thingamabob.
Yeah.
Oh. He's about to go into Cody's house, and there he is off in the distance staring at me. Let's see if I can actually give him something this time. You know how he's super weird with giving stuff too, right?
Yeah, really difficult.
I think, aside from Nami, he's probably one of the hardest people to befriend.
Yeah. I must admit, whenever I played it, I always went for Nami as the wife, as the other half, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, because my hair's exactly the same as hers. Short and red. The only thing missing is the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If only this game was on PC, then you could just mod it.
Yeah.
Make everybody whatever.
Oh, Murray. Little thief.
Yeah. So, it's been a while since I last mentioned it, but if you leave stuff in your outside, like, storage fridge, they'll go missing because he takes them.
You always stole my tomatoes. And potatoes.
Speaking of, man, Vesta's farm looking real red over there.
When's this spring season now?
Yeah, we're right towards the end of it.
Yeah.
I think. Like one more day of spring, then we're in summer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, not had much of a summer over here. Rain, and more rain.
Oh, really?
Typical UK weather.
Kind of wish it was like that over here, because most of BC is on fire right now.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, seen about that.
The smoke has been blowing in pretty heavily, so the past week or so now we've been... when I woke up the one morning, I was like, is it foggy today? But no, it was all smoke.
Wow.
And it's, yeah, it's still lingering, so we're hoping for some rain to clear it up, because it's been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I guess the only plus side that's come from it is it's blocking out the sun, so it hasn't been very hot, but...
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, smoke is making everybody tired and cranky, and people are having issues because, you know, breathing problems and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for the people that have to work outside all day and that, so...
Oh, God. No, that's, that can't be nice.
No.
Looking out my window now, it is raining! Hey!
Hey. Send that over here.
Yeah. So it's normal, pretty normal over here. I mean, there's been a few hot days here and there, but, you know, it's about it. No daily flower picking.
Yeah. Quick little pieces of money. Or gifts. Either or.
Yeah. Yeah, there was always certain locations for the, what was it? The little plants and stuff. There was like the ferns and the mushrooms and... What's the other one? Mugwort or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain, like, spice-like items. Or...
Yeah, I used to just go around picking them up and using them for food all the while.
Oh, yeah. That, during the beginning part of the game, those are definitely needed a lot. Otherwise, you get tired too often. But as soon as your cow starts giving good milk, then you pretty much only need milk. You can just drink milk a day and you're fine.
Oh, yeah. That's the only thing that irritated me as well was just how tired and hungry he got all the while. And you thought, oh, work, damn it.
Yeah. When my mom played this game, that was a problem she had a lot because she actually went pretty crazy. Well, she went gung-ho from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like all of her fields would be full up. She'd be doing everything in a day, trying to befriend everybody. And her character would just keep passing out and doing the doctor cutscene.
Yeah.
So... I remember when she first beat the game, she thought, like, there's one ending to the game. But when she first beat the game after doing the tiring him out all the time, she thought him getting tired all the time was the reason you die at the end.
Oh, God.
And so she was really distraught about that, so she played the game again and played it more like me, where I take it kind of easy and take my time and work my way up to get more money to make things easier.
Yeah.
And even after that, she did it again, and her character died again. And then I remember I was watching her when that happened too. She started tearing up. I'm like, "Mom, are you crying?" She's like, "It's just only this one ending. It's horrible. I worked so hard." And yeah, because she played the Super Nintendo one a lot too, where it had the ranking at the end and a happy ending.
Yeah, yeah. I think Harvest Moon games, I played this one and I played one on the Game Boy.
I can't remember if it was only Friends and then it went on the Game Boy or something else.
Yeah, I think it was Game Boy Color or something.
Oh, Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
no.
really.
I think that one's just called Harvest Moon GB, I think.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I think that was the first ever one I played on the Game Boy Color. I used to have one of the bright yellow Breeze Block Game Boys as well. So that was like my first ever Nintendo console. And then from there it was like, yeah, I'll just get everything.
Yeah.
N64 kind of, pushed the boat out for me though. It was like, yes, I need this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mom always went out of her way to buy stuff that would, keep us entertained. Had a huge collection of Disney movies, and she was pretty good about getting us games regularly. And of course, the Christmas where we got the N64. So
yeah, my mum was pretty much the same as well. So it'd be Disney films and games would be set. I think we had like Mega Drive, Master System, SNES, N64, GameCube, Dreamcast. I could list loads, but we've had all sorts of consoles, plus the handhelds as well. So,
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've always enjoyed it.
We ended up sticking with Nintendo stuff. That was just what we always ended up getting.
Yeah.
Got the Game Boy Colors and, it's always been Nintendo. I didn't really start getting anything later until I started getting them myself toward, around high school and stuff. So. Yeah,
we were mostly Nintendo, but we did have the odd Sega console in there, but, there was a lot of Nintendo we had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know why, I figured we'd spice things up a little bit by playing this terrible minigame. That I've never been good at. So.
Yeah. There was a game I used to play very similar, but it was squares instead of triangles.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was at school, me and my mates, we used to get bored in maths, so we used to play squares on the paper. We'd always have substitute teachers in maths for some reason, because our maths teacher was never about. So he always gave us a book, said copy out of the book. So me and my mates just yeah, let's play squares.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was always interesting when you just get that substitute. You just, whatever, do whatever.
Yeah. It's probably why I'm so bad at maths nowadays.
Oh yeah. I think I used to be alright at math when I was younger, but then teachers tend to do that thing. It was like, oh, show your work. How did you solve this problem? And I would always do math mentally.
Yeah.
So after forcing, like, needing to write stuff down, I got really bad at doing stuff mentally as well. Because I just lost the ability because of how often he was like, oh, you have to show your works. Like, but
yeah, my partner had exactly the same problem. He's amazing at maths, but he had to show his working out, and he used to fail because he'd do it all in his head rather than writing it all down on paper.
yeah.
But
That was always a bogus way to go about that, I think, but whatever.
nowadays, it's use a calculator to work this out.
Yeah.
Use your cell phone. What? Nice. Seems people are getting
my
lazy
goodness.
these days. Wow.
I think I actually won this for once. Oh my god.
Steady
It's
on
a
there.
It's a special video after all.
Wow.
Amazing.
What the? I lost.
Really beat me good this time. That was the only time I've ever... Oh wow, you actually get an item for winning. I never knew that because I've never won this game.
Wow. And
Oh,
you
there
get
you
some
go.
ore. Wow.
Looks like an ore, yeah.
You never know if
And do I get kicked?
Yep.
That just looks like regular... Yep, regular moon ore that you can get from the dig site, so there's not even a point. Well, there you go. At least we know.
Wow. Let's go get some more ore at the...
Yeah, I could. If they're in the dig site right now, I could do that. Easy money.
I used to spend so much time at the mine.
Yeah, mine's good too because it's weird and glitched out whenever it was raining, and you could go in and out and it'd stop raining.
Yeah, yeah. Did that all the while. It was like, oh, I don't want it to rain. But go to the dig site.
Don't know why that is. That's such a specific and weird coding error. So,
Yeah.
it looks like he just went into his tent. I think it might have been him. I'll check anyway. Yep, not down here yet. Or today. Oh well. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah. Glitches are hilarious, though. There's some great ones that were found. I mean, Skyrim, some fantastic glitches in that.
Yeah.
The giant, he sends the... you use a certain move or something, and your character ends up just flying off into the screen. Hilarious. Or just fly up in the sky and... Oh, brilliant.
Did you watch much of SGDQ?
No. No, I haven't.
Because speaking of glitches, I just figured that'd be something you'd be interested in looking into, because I used to not really be too much into speedruns, but watching so many of those events, like the Games Done Quick events over the years now, I've been getting more into it, and it's just nuts how many glitches and stuff they can find for some games.
Yeah,
Some
I've
of
seen
them being
some...
quite entertaining.
Yeah, I've seen some speedruns before, but not necessarily those ones, but... I mean, the Mario 64, some of the glitches on that are just crazy. Going backwards up the stairs and stuff, you know. Yeah. And I think I saw Ocarina of Time done in something like 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, with the crazy wrong warps and stuff. It's ridiculous what they find.
Yeah. I think I saw as well advertised, there's this... I think somebody's paying $1,000 or something to try and recreate a glitch in Mario 64.
Oh yeah, that was somebody at Summer Games Done Quick. He talked about it during the race. He's like, yeah, he just wanted to know if anybody could figure out like a very specific thing, because if they could, it would pretty much completely change everything for one of their routes they do. Yeah,
it'd knock off... I don't know how long it would be, but, you know, it'd knock off a certain amount of time to speedrun, so you could actually knock off quite a nice block of time and get a new record on that.
So yeah, I found pretty amusing because he was dead serious, and then the other guy's like, "Oh, I'll give you $1 million."
Yeah.
For a second, I thought I skipped a day by accident, but nope. My alarm clock is set at 7, and there's no AM and PM, so it just wakes you up at both. It's like, why is it dark? Which is a bit annoying because I think I wasted a fertilizer, but oh well.
Whoops. Have you ever done that? Just fell asleep in the daytime and then woke up same day, but you think it's like next day?
Yeah, definitely. Especially on days where it's just super hot and I'm just relaxing, and without realizing it, I'll just end up passing out. Because sometimes I'll do it while I'm like talking to someone or watching something, and then I'll just wake up and be like, "What happened? It's tomorrow?
I've just missed a whole day." I remember doing that once. I fell asleep. It must have been like 7 o'clock or something at night. On Christmas Eve when I was a little kid, and I woke up at about 11 thinking it was 11 o'clock the next morning.
Oh yeah.
And I ran downstairs going, "Mum, I can open my presents," but it turned out it was like not even gone midnight.
Yeah.
My mum was like, "Look out the window, what's going on?" Yeah, bit of a crazy one, that.
So I don't know how much you care to talk about personal stuff, but I'm already fully aware of it. But I'm sure people watching don't know, but you are a mother yourself.
I am, yes, yeah. 2 kids. I've got a 5-year-old, and my little boy's just turned 1. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bless him.
Already been a year, huh?
I know. I don't know where that time's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone so quick.
So I remember when you originally mentioned it. So I was like, oh yay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's already been a year, and I think part of it's because of being in a routine with my eldest doing her first year at school as well. So he was born during the summer holidays, and then she started school in September. So being in that routine, it's just flown by.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So she's back to school next week, the eldest one. So
that's got to be fun. At least that opens one part of opening a little bit more time, I guess.
Oh yeah, after 6 weeks of trying to find things to keep them both entertained, it's a bit chaotic.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, not being able to drive or anything as well. It's all buses, and unless the partner's off work, then we don't tend to get to go many places. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to being able to relax a bit again.
Yeah. Obviously, I have no experience of anything like that myself, since I've only just a couple years been out of my own family, so.
Well, yeah. I think I've been living with my partner for about 4 years before kids arrived, so. Yeah. Crazy. It was completely unexpected, but pleasant surprise.
At least it worked out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I keep trying to figure out what to do right now, because I was hoping Van would be open to sell stuff, but he's not. So I'm just...
Van the man.
Just running around. Yeah, like I said towards the start of this game, it's like, this game is pretty much just time killer, the game.
Yeah.
It really doesn't have... Like, this game could have done a lot more if maybe more mini games that gave you stuff.
Yeah.
And a little bit more reward for random stuff.
Strange, though. A lot of people say that this is their favourite Harvest Moon game as well, though.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, too. And,
yeah, it's probably one of my favourites as well, to be honest. I don't know why, but there's just something about this game that I really like, even though it's sort of repetitive after a while and so on. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the graphics, the laid-back sort of style of it. There's no real pressure in it. I mean, same goes for games like Animal Crossing. I love stuff like that. So that's like a no-pressure, sort of laid-back game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Happy Home Designer when that comes out as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's October in the UK, and I think it's September in the States, and so on.
I've been looking at it, but the home design part wasn't something I've ever been too great at in Animal Crossing, so
Yeah.
having a game centered around it where I'd just be bad at it
Oh, my
might
mum's
not be my
terrible
cup
on
of
it.
tea. So
My mum's place on it is like she just hoards. So it's just like all them gyroid things making all sorts of racket all over the place. And she set up the basement in it where it looked like it had sprung a leak, and it was just an absolute mess. Brilliant though. But yeah, she's a bit of a hoarder on that game.
yeah. The only reason in New Leaf, the only reason I was able to make like one decent room was my bedroom I had. I had like a Japanese themed bedroom. And the only reason I managed to get that arranged was because they had that Street Pass feature. And somebody else had a Japanese themed room, and I was just able to order the items and set it up the way I wanted to.
Buy all the items out the house and sort.
Yeah. And it was just like, well, there we go.
I did that with the Modern Wood series on it, or the Modern Wood for furniture and stuff, and set up quite a nice room with that theme. But yeah, it's a lot easier to find items on that game.
Yeah.
If you can get the street passes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got lucky because one of my many moves when I was moving around a lot happened to stop in one city where a lot of people actually had 3DSs and stuff, and got plenty of items from that.
Yeah, it's not too bad around where I live. Normally, if I go to town, I'll get up to about 20 street passes. So, I'll hang around in my local GameStop and just, get all my street passes, clear them ones, and then get the next lot. So it's not too bad. I mean, especially since they did the network thing as well with it. Mm-hmm. So it kind of like stores the data with them. And there's like the spot points. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, I miss where I was because I moved out here, and this place is more like a casual retirement kind of place. So there are not many people my age or gamers around here. So
little bit secluded then.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten a single street pass. Not even from the friend I know here who has a 3DS. I haven't even street passed with him somehow. So yeah.
I get passes from my mum and brother all the time because they come past my flat sort of on their way to work and so on. And, I'll get a street pass every day from them. Friend of mine who I know from my daughter's school, she's got a 3DS, so she's always got it in her bag when we were doing the school run. And I've got my daughter a 2DS for Christmas, so see how she goes with that. I think she's pretty excited for that.
Oh yeah, it's very fitting that Nintendo refers to it as the 3DS family now. It kind of works out. They have a model for pretty much every type. Yeah.
She's desperate for Tomodachi Life because she watches me play it all the time.
Oh yeah.
So completely random game. Very addictive though.
My favorite streamer who I watch has been doing Tomodachi, and it's been a game I want to get because it just looks like good time killing random fun, and I really do enjoy that kind of random humor. So
yeah, I got my mum into it as well, so I ended up buying her the game. So just take it, have it.
I heard UK Tomodachi Life, they actually tried to simulate the UK accent.
They do, yeah. They kind of fail, but
Yeah, not very accurate.
Not really, no. They kind of still have that American accent there, and it says, "Well, try and give it more of an accent." And they sound like they're on helium. It's a bit weird.
I was curious about how they did it because the only time I heard about it that they even did that was from someone posting in the forum how they hated how they did it because it just sounds silly.
Yeah.
And they would have rather they just had the American accent.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a bit weird on the voices on that. I mean, some of them I've got weirdest voices ever. The character my mum created called Evil Witch, and she's like really, really tiny and short, but she's got a really deep man voice. So it's brilliant, some of the characters you can create on there.
Yeah. I've seen very interesting Mii characters be born from just for being put into Tomodachi life. Like,
Yeah.
Talking burger and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've got a rather rude one in my Street Pass Plaza, which is a bit strange.
Oh, yeah.
I did a short sort of Vine video featuring it, and it's quite funny. But yeah, it's literally just shows a clip of this character, let's say, and me just pulling a what the hell face at the screen. Yeah, but I actually got that one when I went to MCM Expo in London.
Oh, yeah.
So I must have got about 250 to 300 street passes that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's well worth going though.
I remember one of the things I was super upset about when I went to PAX in 2013 is I forgot my 3DS.
Oh,
and
no.
I was super bummed out because we had already crossed the border by the time I realized I didn't have it.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, ah.
I think I'd have been gutted if I hadn't took mine to MCM with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been, oh, no. And there was this one guy who was cosplaying as Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
And I got his me, and then I saw him in the cosplay, and I was like, Wreck-It Ralph? And he was like, yes. And I got this random picture of me and him standing there with our 3DSs. So, really weird. But his me was just Wreck-It Ralph. It was brilliant.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. But the cosplays at these places are amazing.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things too I like about conventions. I wish I could afford to go to some more, is because you know, you get all the games and whatever stuff that they set up there, but there's also just like so many cool costumes you can see. And
Yeah.
I've seen some when I went to PAX. I definitely saw some great ones, and I was pretty surprised because I have a favorite anime called One Piece, and I was surprised when I was walking around and saw like 2 or 3 different Luffys. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, there's some brilliant ones. I'm a Trigun fan myself, so when I saw a guy dressed as Vash the Stampede, I was like, oh my god, I need you.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
It's even better when they're just like those really well done ones, and you just can't help but like just you gotta take a picture.
Yeah, yeah. So there was some great steampunk outfits as well, and I was like snapping photos of all these steampunk sort of outfits, and you know, all the typical DC characters as well, like your Joker and Batman and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fantastic. I'm hoping to go to some of the furry conventions and stuff eventually as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I've got a suit that I've been making, so hopefully I'll be able to go along to some of them again.
So the first one you made of your current, I guess, character did you make that one yourself, or?
The first one, my cat one, yes, I made that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I made that myself, and the latest one, Kari, the Kitsune Fox, I've made that one myself as well. So.
Yeah, that one I knew about because I've seen your progress pictures of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're both brilliant, I have to say.
Yeah, I think the latest one, Kari, this is about the 9th one I've made now. I've done one on commission, and others have just been like generic, you know, sell them ones on sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
So
practice ones and just do whatever with, or.
Yeah, pretty much. But yes, I'd like to try and go to some more sort of conventions, things like that.
Yeah,
eventually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Gotta imagine scheduling is a lot a lot more different when you start settling down.
Yeah, it's mostly getting a babysitter for a day, but, you know, my mum's always about. She likes to spend time with her grandkids, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of helps. It's mostly on Saturday she's off, so, you know, it's always one of them days where it's like, right, I can get things done, get things sorted and go to places, because that's when most of the events are.
Mm-hmm. So, this is me out of curiosity, so, there's been one UK show that I watch, and a person who I thoroughly enjoy myself just because of how he is. I'm curious what you, if you know of him, what you think of him.
Yeah.
Have you seen stuff by Carl Pilkington?
Yes, I have.
So, being a UK person yourself, what's your take on him?
I find him quite funny as well. I don't watch loads of his stuff, but, you know, he's on the telly a fair bit over here.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly with Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Who I know a little bit more of, Ricky Gervais, rather than Carl Pilkington, but he's a funny guy. You know, some of the films, well, programs I've seen him in have been very entertaining. Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a I love watching QI. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Stephen Fry hosts that mostly.
The name sounds familiar because I feel like that's one of the shows people upped around because it was pretty popular.
Yeah,
but I don't think I ever saw it myself. No.
Yeah, it's kind of like a quiz show. QI basically means quite interesting, so it's all random facts and things, and they've got a panel of 4 guests. It's hosted by Stephen Fry, and there's a lot of repeat guests. I mean, especially Alan Davis, he's in it all the while. And then the other guests vary. And they just talk about topical things based on a theme for the whole episode. And there's some random facts and interesting things that, you know, people probably didn't realise or know about, you know, historical or scientific. And, you know, it's well, quite interesting.
Yeah, now that you've explained it, I think I've definitely seen an episode or two. But
yeah.
Never got to see too much of it because, you know, copyright stuff and videos get taken down left and right. But yeah,
we've got it all on Netflix over here as well. So the whole series is on Netflix in the UK. Yeah, although I do find the US Netflix is better for animes.
yeah, definitely. And it's a shame for me though, because actually not too many UK shows make it over to us, but a lot of the time, a lot of the ones I have seen, more often or not, I enjoy UK programming more than anything America's put out. So yeah, I mean, we get a few American shows over here, but not quite so many. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the older sort of sitcoms and things we get showing on telly quite a bit. But yeah, it's certainly a lot of difference in the programming over here. Yeah. But yeah, half the time though, I just think, turn the telly off, not a lot on. Stick Netflix on. Mostly been Netflix for me too, because I've never been too big on TV. I mean, when I was younger, I was super into it, obviously, because cartoons. And I still watch cartoons now. But Saturday morning television was the best. Yeah, but it's all on the internet now. I watch whatever cartoon, because they upload it all. And, of course, there's all sorts of things like Crunchyroll for anime and stuff now. Yeah. So, not much use for TV or those kind of shows anyway, so... Yeah. And, though recently I have been... Don't know if you've seen me going off about it because I've been enjoying it a lot, but I have been getting into X-Files. So that's the one show I've been going pretty crazy about recently. I remember that coming around the first time on the telly. Yeah. Yeah, I was only quite young. I remember my brother telling me, you know why it's called the X-Files?
because it's X-rated, that means it's too scary. And I was thinking, okay, I must have been only about 6 or 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
So then my brother's a couple of years older than me, so you know, he'd get to watch some of the scarier things before me. And like the Aliens films, for example, he sat and watched them with my mum, and I had to go sit upstairs because I was too young. You know, I wasn't allowed to see them.
That was quite it was a bit different for me because, well, not too different, but yeah, my mum would be pretty protective of what I was watching on television. Just staring at that lizard.
I used to follow that lizard around all the while.
Yeah, I'm just surprised because for some reason, we've been very lucky in these recording sessions so far, and like almost we've seen all of the random animals now, just sitting about. So that was go figure for this 3-year special video that we'd see them all in one session. But now I've lost track of what I was about to say. Oh, you know, because when I was younger, there's like there are also those adult cartoons, like, and just because I was young, I didn't understand that these cartoons weren't meant for kids.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching something like about, I don't know, South Park, and my mom came in and just like freak out. I was like, you can't be watching that. You can't be watching that at all. I was like, I don't understand why. It's just a cartoon. She's like, no.
I think I was a little bit older when South Park was out. So I was kind of at the age where I was okay to watch it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, my mum's never been like the type of person to say, oh, you know, this is a age, you know, PG, you can't watch this sort of thing. You know, it was a case of if she thought I could handle it, I'd be able to watch it.
Yeah, it was sort of the same thing for me, because after, like, it was only when I was really, really young, but as soon as I hit around, I don't know, I'd like to say 9 or 10, she was like, you can watch whatever as long as it's not, like, too bad, or you won't, you know, freak out about it. And of course, when I was younger, a lot of things freaked me out, actually. I used to be quite the scaredy cat when I was younger, because I remember...
Same. There were some really weird things I used to be scared of.
Yeah. One of the ones I remember is Star Fox 64 I was playing, and I got all the way to the end. Like this,
with
and
Andros.
I was a young kid, and this is the furthest I've ever gotten it, and I've almost beaten it for the first time. And Andros starts talking, and he has that robotic, deep voice, and it scared me.
Yeah, there's just this big, sort of blocky face, wasn't it?
And it freaked me out. And my mom was watching. She's like, "Well, you can just mute the TV, and I'll do the voice." And I tried muting the TV, and she started reading out the text in like a funny, squeaky voice. I was like, "No, it's too late. He's already scarred me," and I turned off the game.
Traumatized for life.
Yeah.
Oh god, what was it? There's something. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's also a British TV series. It was a kids' game show called Nightmare.
Mm.
And when the person, you know, had failed on this quiz game, well, I say quiz game. It was kind of they used to sort of guide the other kid around. So there was like a child sort of standing in a room with a helmet on.
Yeah. And
he was guided around by his teammates, like saying, take 2 steps forward, go left, go right, around sort of this virtual sort of medieval type place. And if they failed or went wrong, when the sort of main character or person died in it, this skull used to come right at the screen and the eyes fell out and stuff. And it used to terrify me. It was really frightening, but... Yeah, there's videos of Nightmare on YouTube, and it used to be one of my favourite shows, but whenever I knew somebody was going to die on it, I'd be like hiding behind the pillow. So, yeah, that was scary, that was.
Yeah, that show does sound interesting.
Yeah.
Probably look it up at some point and watch a couple on YouTube.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a favourite of quite a few people I know. So that was like 90s, you know, early to mid 90s.
Oh yeah,
sort of show.
All those crazy game shows they used to have.
Yeah.
More wacky variety.
Yeah, had very similar graphics to Andros.
Oh yeah, early CGI is pretty great.
Yeah.
Polygonal stuff. You may have heard of it was a Canadian-made show actually, called Reboot.
Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we had that over here. Megabyte with the massive jaw.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I loved Reboot.
Pretty good show.
Yeah, I remember my brother had an action figure of Megabyte. And yeah, it's got to be somewhere still, probably in my mum's garage or wherever. But yeah, it was brilliant. That was. There was a lot of very similar shows as well. Weren't there a robot? Or there was Cubics or something. There was like this robot one as well. It was like made out of all these just cubes.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of like robot-themed CGI cartoons around that time too, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
So I can't remember their exact names, but I know there was like a weird CG spin-off version of Transformers called something else. It was like
they were all animal ones, weren't they?
yeah, it was like Bestiaries or something.
Yeah,
along those
Beast
lines?
Wars.
Beast Wars, okay.
Something like that. Yeah, I used to watch that as well. And Optimus Prime was a gorilla.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, there was a gorilla and a cheetah and yeah, all sorts. There was a rat who was, I can't remember if the rat was a good guy or a bad guy. Yes, I used to watch that as well.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff was on YTV when I was younger, so I saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of the old early dubbed anime, Canadian dubbed and stuff.
Yeah, there was a Canadian cartoon we used to get over here called The Raccoons, and I used to love that as well. I'm pretty sure it used to be a Canadian one.
I think I know what that is. I remember it because I remember it had a pretty unique art style. Like, did the raccoons have like droopy noses, like their noses were drawn? Yeah, I know what you're talking about then.
Yeah. And the aardvarks were the bad guys. There was Cyril Sneer.
Yeah.
Was the bad guy, and they had droopy noses as well. I don't know why the aardvarks look really weird because they were like just bright pink.
Yeah.
With like purple ears or something like that.
Yeah. That's just the one thing I remember from that show is that the art style. I remember the art style, and I just remember that I always thought they looked kind of odd because their noses weren't sticking out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard that they're doing a reboot of it. So I don't know how true that is, but I've read up on one of the websites somewhere that they're going to be making a comeback with that. So see how that is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, because there's been a lot of so-called comebacks of cartoons on Netflix recently, where Netflix has been funding them.
Yeah.
And the one I definitely saw and got the most disappointed by is they brought back Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
And
I
loved
really
Inspector Gadget. And
Same here.
And they turned it into this like really crummy CG show that focused more on Penny.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I remember, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
I was pretty disappointed because, yeah,
Inspector
Gadget was really charming and like a great sense of humor and stuff about it.
Yeah.
And the new one, they kind of turned into one of those really generic cartoon slapstick shows.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame.
Yeah. No, I loved the original of that. It was fantastic. Yeah. And there's been all sorts of reboots of things, though, and some of them, like you say, are really disappointing.
Yeah, because
pretty
much nobody from the original creators or writers or anything even come back, because they're all over the place by that point when the show comes back.
Yeah,
so.
It's like really bad Disney sequels as well.
Oh yeah, the straight to video. I remember stuff like that. I remember freaking Cinderella 2 was really odd and
oh god, Beauty and the Beast Christmas one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't even go there. Yeah, I mean some of them weren't too bad, but then others were just terrible.
Yeah, the only one I remember ever liking is because they made it like a proper little trilogy. It was the Aladdin ones.
Yeah, I recently watched the King of Thieves one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Aladdin and the King of Thieves. So I watched that one. Yeah, that was actually on Netflix as well, so I watched that one recently.
That one's pretty brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of nostalgia there. Yeah, that was pretty good. They used a different voice guy. I mean, Robin Williams didn't do Genie in those ones. It was actually the guy who did the voice of Homer Simpson, I do believe.
Yeah, that was Dan Castellaneta. He actually in the third one it was Robin Williams again.
Oh, was it?
Yep. He was only gone in this Return of Jafar, the second one.
Ah, right.
Because I know this specifically because Disney made a big deal about how Robin Williams was back in the third one, and I remember on the VHS cover.
Oh yeah, he was like, yeah.
It even had Genie as the focal point on the VHS cover, and it said starring Robin Williams.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, brilliant guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a shame that he's gone now.
Yeah, a big shocker for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, that news dropped when I was actually moving out to my new city originally. We heard it on the radio as we were going, as we were coming over. I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
That's quite the story to be hearing.
Yeah, well, most of my news comes from Facebook, so just looked at my wall and saw it. I thought I'd better just check it's not one of them hoaxes again.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first too.
Yeah, I see so many hoaxes on there, so I always check a more reliable source, like actual news websites. And yeah, so a bit gutted to hear about that, really.
Because we always get that sort of thing where they're always like, oh, so-and-so died, or so-and-so found out that they died this morning when they read the news story of their own death, this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So much misinformation goes around that it's always a shocker when it turns out that it's actually right.
Yeah. Yeah, same with Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to check that one as well. Double take on that. I mean, recently in the UK we've had Cilla Black as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, she was very well known, like, through the 60s and so on. But yeah, that was another bit of shocking news. But yeah. Did you catch it?
Yeah. As somebody once told me, I don't actually have to press anything after I've hooked the fish. I just like tapping the A button to do something while I wait for it to come in.
Automatic reaction, I do it as well.
Yeah. So I'm just so used to like other games where you have to do something that's just force a habit at this point.
Yeah. It's like tilting the controller on a racing game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I used to like actually lean as I turned too.
Yeah.
It's a really bad habit. That reminds me, though, one of the stupidest things I did when I was younger, I was playing GoldenEye on the N64.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, you know, shooting and whatever, and I looked beside me and I saw that there was a balloon sitting next to me. So I pointed my controller to it and I hit the Z button expecting it to pop. And I forgot, and then I just looked at it for a second, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing a game. And just went back to playing it. That was like the strangest brain lapse. I've never done anything like that ever since, but that was the strangest brain lapse I've ever had while doing
brain
something.
Fart.
Yeah.
Oh. No, me and my brother, we used to do all sorts of random stuff on the multiplayer on GoldenEye. And we never really took the game seriously. It was one of them where we'd do just weird stuff like shut ourselves in a lift, fill it with remote mines, set off the remote mines, make the game completely lag as it blew us up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we used to just do weird stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of good memories, like younger, playing games with my brother. He's quite sort of well known on like the Fur Affinity community as well.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people find this interesting, or maybe some people, it kind of depends, but your brother was also pretty well known on the internet a while back when he did a pretty popular Flash series called Super Mario Bros. Z.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, I remember following that back then. I used to be one of those dumb idiot kids on the internet who was like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing ever." Like, not to say like the series is cool, and it's still his animation still
Yeah.
is really impressive for what he did with it.
Yeah, well, it's all just sprite animation.
Yeah.
He used Flash to do it.
But I remember following it pretty closely when I first started joining DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit embarrassing to think about how stupid I acted about it back then, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of very angry people when he stopped, but as far as I'm aware, there's possibly going to be a reboot of it, but, you know, don't take my word for that.
Yeah. Because,
So it's all down to his personal time, and, you know, it took a lot of work to make those animations.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it became quite stressful for him, because there was a lot of people who'd harass him. Next episode, when's the next episode? When's this? When's that? You know, and
yeah.
But he got a lot of popularity on Newgrounds for it as well, under the name Alvin Earthworm.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, some people have said, well, why Alvin Earthworm? But it was an original character based on Earthworm Jim that he made when we were like kids.
Yeah. That's the same thing with how I have Lucario now.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was like me. Back in the day, I used to base a wolf character on Lobo from DC Comics, and I just called him Lobo Wolf, you know. So, kind of ironic, because that kind of means wolf, but, you know. Kind of like Moon.
It's like he's barking his own name at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, that was back in my Neopets days.
Oh, I remember Neopets. Oh, God.
Yeah. Kind of what started me drawing, though, because I created these characters and started drawing them.
Mm-hmm.
I was inspired a lot by my brother as well with the drawing side of things, and because he was doing like mini comics and stuff before me anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But then I introduced him to like DeviantArt and Fur Affinity and so on, and so we kind of like introduced each other to stuff on that. But yeah, he's well known for his animations, and on the furry community for his artwork. He goes under the name Rukai Show now.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he's kind of changed his style since back in the day, you know, not quite so anime now.
Yeah, because I remember, because I watched him on DeviantArt and stuff back then, too, and
yeah,
saw a lot of his artwork from back then, whatever characters he made. It feels odd for me to think about it now, because obviously I kind of dropped out of the whole art community, and I definitely sort of I don't really associate myself with the furry community at all anymore, because I just kind of lost interest in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just I still follow some people's art, and obviously keep up with friends who are still, you know, around. But
yeah.
I don't have a real way to keep up with them, because obviously I don't have a FA anymore or anything like that. So
yeah, but it's, you know, it all depends. I mean, sometimes people do it just for the artwork, and then you get some of the weirdos on there as well. So
yeah.
I'll try to stay away from the weird side of it. You know, I've branched out more to my craft side of stuff as opposed to my art. Mm-hmm. I don't draw so much. I tend to like making rather than drawing now.
Yeah, but I've definitely, like, as soon as I have money again, I'm definitely interested in your Bean Buddy things, because they just look so adorable.
Oh yeah, the little bag buddy guy. Yeah, the little custom key rings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a few of those on order, which I've got to make. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good though, at least, because actually, that reminds me, because when you make suits, like those are definitely like a huge investment. So how crazy is the price range for that?
Well, it depends really on how many colours, what fabrics and things like that, but, you know, the prices on them can be ridiculously high. I mean, you get some of the American makers, like the really well-known ones, and they're charging like $2,500 for a suit, you know. I think the most I ever charged was about $350 for a partial, us in British pounds. So dollars works out probably about $500, I suppose. probably just less than. But yeah, that's like head, tail, hands, feet sort of stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't really make those on commission at the moment because one, I don't have the space, or two, I don't really have the time at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe when the youngest starts nursery or school or something, then I might start making things like that on order. But at the moment, the crochet stuff's easy. I just sit there with a ball of wool and a crochet hook and, you know, off I go.
Yeah, and not crazy investment because you can just set that aside easily enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I guess we've actually hit the hour. It started going by pretty fast when we started rambling.
Well, yeah.
So, any plugs you want to do before we wrap up this part?
Well, maybe my Fur Affinity or my crochet page on Facebook, Kitsune Crochet it's called. So maybe look that up if you want to see some crochet bits on Facebook. That's about it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for taking your time to join me today.
It's all right. It's been fun.
And yeah, talk to you later.
Yeah. See ya.
Do commercial break. Look at my butt. Yes. Capture. Right, left, right, left. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the final half of the 3-hour special. Hey, we got our third and final guest, my very good friend, half of the Otaku Syndicate, Getsumara.
Hell yeah, how's it going?
Hey. So, I did not turn off the game since last time, so I have to quickly check out what I was doing. And yeah, okay.
Yay.
Oh man, it's raining. So, Getsu, though most people will definitely be familiar with you from oh man, the animals are still out, from, you know, other stuff we've done together.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and, let them know what you do on the interwebs.
I play video games sometimes. And right now I'm playing Story of Seasons when I can actually sit down and record. And yeah.
There you
pretty
go.
good time.
So, yeah, obviously, for those who are not aware, yeah, Getsu is a longtime friend, LPer like me, and is part of our podcast group, so.
Hell yeah.
How are these fruit doing, yeah? Looks like they're ready, maybe?
Those are some nice fruit.
Nice for some moolah, self
Yeah.
the most.
Gotta have that Skrilla.
Not quite there yet. Maybe the bananas are.
Those bananas look pretty ready. They get any less ready and they'll be rotten.
Apparently they aren't.
Nope.
So, how's your time been recently? Because we all know you've been super busy with your work and stuff. How's your time management been recently?
My time management has been very, very poor. Very poor. Lately, this past week I've been very lazy. Outside of that, I've been mostly just doing stuff outside.
Oh yeah.
Which is cool in its own sense, because normally I don't get out that often, but of course it hurts my time on the interwebs.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good summer.
Yeah, I don't know how it's been for you, but as I talked about earlier in the video, BC's been on fire. many different parts.
It has.
And in our area, it's been filled with smoke. So, it's been pretty unpleasant the past week. It's just smoke lingering in the air, and it's just like, you just get so tired, and you don't see much of the sun. Yeah, the breathing sucks.
Yeah.
And today it just feels stuffy, like, it's not even that hot today, but man, it feels stuffy in my apartment right now, gotta say.
It's pretty cold today here, it's nice. Good sleeping weather.
That's good. I wish it was raining here like it was in the game. Jeez.
I know. Rain's so needed. The water levels are so low, it's hard to fish.
A lot of people may know from just following you on Twitter and stuff, but fishing has been like your main hobby kind of thing recently.
Yeah.
What got you, like, where did your interest really form from that before? Because when I first originally met you, you didn't really talk about it much. It's kind of become more of a thing now.
Yeah.
So what was the encouragement for it?
Well, when I was a kid, my dad would always take me fishing, and last year I was on vacation. I was kind of like, I gotta do something. I don't really know what to do. And my dad's like, why don't you just go fishing? He's like, I still have my old rods and that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I kind of looked up how to do it, and went to like the fishing hole and bought a few things, and then me and my friend went down to a lake and started fishing, and it was awful. I didn't tie the knots right. It was bad. I pretty much lost every lure I bought.
Oh.
Just from learning, but it was fun nonetheless because eventually we caught fish and it was really cool. And I gotta mute my mic for a second. My dog wants out.
That's fine. Walk around in the gloomy rain. Bad for this farming simulator, but good for every other situation otherwise. Speaking of fishing, we should go fishing in game here. Make some more sashimi. Nice easy food.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
When he wants something, he starts barking.
Yep, more than used to hearing your dog now and then.
Yeah. Hey, you're fishing, all right.
Yep, it reminded me that I should probably fish.
Yeah, fishing's a fun hobby. It's also a relatively cheap one because you just got to buy all the stuff once, regarding you don't lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun fighting the fish. Some of them put up a good fight.
I think I only ever went fishing maybe once or twice back when my family used to take regular camping trips. And, yeah, that was about it. I was way too young to really know how to do it properly, so I was always guided through it, but it was alright to be out on the boat and stuff. I always liked water, so...
Oh yeah, being out on the boat's fun. Even if you don't fish, it's just nice going out in the boat.
Yeah. Whiff. Whiff, whiff.
Woof. He's so loud. Why couldn't he go back to bed?
Perfect sleeping weather, but apparently not for him.
No. It gets real bad when my neighbor's out with his dog, because he just can't stand that dog, and he just like gets real mad at it. Yay, you caught a snilt.
So, Getsu, I know you're a fellow fan of the Harvest Moon series.
Yes.
What was your... Did you spend much time on this one?
This one? Yeah, I spent a lot of time on it. That's, I got this on the GameCube, when it first came out. And, yeah, it was fun. This is probably, the first Harvest Moon I played for a considerable amount of time. Like, I played the one on PlayStation for, like, a while, but this one is the one I spend most of my time in. I think I got to, like, my 5th year or so. And at that point, I just kind of moved on to another game. Gets kind of long.
Yeah, it's quite the time investment. Even if you try to skip through the days quickly, it still takes quite a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Even longer when you actually have a whole lot of farming to do that you create for yourself, so...
Yeah, exactly.
All depends on how you handle it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Got a big snout.
Ooh. The big fish.
And of course, we all know it's been long for me because this is a friggin' 3-year celebration video.
Yay! It's a Green Factory.
Yeah. Partially my own fault. I probably could have gotten through this game in a year if I actually just, recorded it consistently week to week, but it's hard to, because of all the Harvest Moon this one goes the most monotonous, the quickest, just because it has a bit of a lack of things compared to other ones. Like, how has Story of Seasons been treating you so far?
Pretty good. I'm still early in the game, but yeah, it's This is the one Harvest Moon, the Wonderful Life, that doesn't have a lot of the content the other ones do. Like, you can't really go mining, you can't, like, chop down trees and stuff, you can't go, like, explore mountains and go loot stuff off the ground, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're pretty secluded to this one little valley area, and the only other connection thing you really do is through the Game Boy connector, and even then, you don't do too much, because as far as I know, you just connect the two, and you transfer data, and that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. I remember actually doing that because I had bought the Game Boy Advance one just to do that, because I was like, what the hell does this do? Yeah. Although this one has like really in-depth farming, though. You can do like anything.
Yeah, the rank up system is pretty in-depth, and the fusion system, which I haven't even gotten into yet, can get pretty interesting, but
yeah.
Otherwise, those are like the two main things this one has got going for it. Otherwise, I keep bringing this up, but otherwise it's mostly nostalgia.
Yeah.
That keeps people coming back to this one.
I think so. It'll always have a special place in my heart.
Whoa, my cow's mad.
Oh, what'd you do?
Not milk her? I didn't milk her. I forgot to milk her a second time today.
Jerk.
So scattered-brained.
It's okay.
I'm twice as scattered-brained because I'm trying to focus more on the conversation than I am the game. Usually when I'm by myself, I just ramble about whatever and see what happens.
Yeah. I find these kind of games, it's really easy to talk about other stuff just because you kind of run out of stuff to talk about in the game.
Yeah, at this point I've pretty much covered everything possible.
Yeah.
Gameplay-wise, and with the exception of maybe finding a couple cutscenes I've yet to activate. Yeah, I don't know.
Most interesting gaming.
I think we still have one more house upgrade. I don't remember one more house upgrade in one of the coming years. Other than that, not too much else is going to change game-wise, aside from cosmetics, in the coming chapters. So it's just going to get more hard to figure it out. So I'm really going to have to, at some point, I'm probably going to just turn this into almost, well, I already basically am, but pretty much turn this into a podcast series of sorts. Just talk about whatever and have it in the background.
Just someone to keep you focused on the game. Do you have your kid yet?
Yeah, he's should be running around.
Yeah, because I was like, I haven't seen him yet, and if you're in year 3, you should have him floating around somewhere.
Him and the wife who always just walk around. Sometimes you see them tons, sometimes you never see them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're both in bed still. The wife who is.
Ooh.
Oh, the kid's up and about. I can talk to this evil teddy bear.
That teddy bear is so creepy.
Yeah.
His eyes are looking at you.
I just love that they always keep a breathing animation on it so that you know there's something up with it.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, don't worry. Leave it with your kid, though. It's safe. It might murder you in its sleep, but the kid's okay.
I actually don't know where the kid is.
I think it's people you have to call in this situation.
Yeah. There's, he's already second stage, so, teenager, little, like, not teenager, but little kid. Not babby.
No, not a little shit yet.
Not the babby.
Yeah.
I have no idea where he went. I guess we'll see him later.
Probably got eaten by wolves or something. Don't worry about it. Just make
that's
another one.
fine. Mufu or Muku isn't out yet. It's not winter. Probably hasn't been eaten by that beast yet. These trees are coming along nicely. Hopefully they'll give me some good S ranks, because that'll be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Man, then I can finally start going nuts with the farm.
Yeah.
'Cause as soon as I have these trees as a good money source, oh man, this field is going to be full.
Do you have any of the processing plants you have for, like, the milk and that?
I have the milking room, the automated milking room. I pretty much never use it because the cows like it when you hand milk. And I have the cheese and whatever butter maker room here, which I also don't use that much because I keep all the milk for myself because A rank milk is good food for every day.
Yeah, it is.
Keeps your guy from getting tired, so.
Yep, keep him going and going and going.
I could sell like 30 or 40 though. I don't need as many as I do because I milk her every day, but I might as well do that now, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need 90. A little bit overkill.
But what if you're just craving 20 jugs of milk one day? What are you gonna do?
Well, if you know about the 2-liter challenge, I don't think that'll work out too well.
No, that's funny. Those challenges are funny to watch.
Oh yeah. At least milk is, well, milk, so it wouldn't be too bad to come back up, but
Yeah.
What a waste of milk.
I know. At work, we did the marshmallow one. That one didn't end well.
Marshmallow one?
Yeah, because they expand in your stomach, so eventually you just can't eat anymore, and you just,
Oh yeah.
you get the point where you just throw up. Because I was betting someone, like, yeah, I bet you can't eat this bag of marshmallows. Yeah, I'll give you $20 if you do it. He's like, oh, you can do it, you can do it. And someone else throws in $20, and he's like, all right, let's do it.
Jesus. The ways people kill time.
Yeah. We used to follow this show called Reckless Eating, where they just eat like random crap that's just nasty, and they always throw up or they eat rotten stuff. It's hilarious, but it's like pretty bad.
It's pretty raunchy.
And then we kind of went down to TNT and we're like, we should do this too on break. Oh, that did not end well.
Yeah, I remember the one time you were talking about how you had the freaking, what was it? That pointy fruit.
A durian?
Yeah, durian, yeah.
Those smell so bad. It smells like a dumpster.
Oh, hey, here's a kid. Barely noticed him. He's so short in the grass.
Aw, look at him. His arms are crossed. He's not impressed.
When I showed your mom what I drew, she was so happy. Maybe I made her too pretty.
I don't think that's possible.
It's so funny how tiny he is. I like it more when they're a bab, because you can barely see them if they come through here when they're that small.
He's bumping into someone. What is that? Oh, it's the kid.
Speaking of the waifu, should give her a flower this morning. I haven't done that in a while.
You're not getting any tonight then if you don't give her a flower.
If she hasn't left the house, that is. People are so hard to track down in this game. Damn it.
I know. You can't just like look at the map. You have to just run around town and find them.
Oh yeah, especially in this one because the map only shows you, your horse, and your dog for whatever reason.
Yeah.
The dog can't even leave the farm, so I don't know why they have it on there.
I know. I wish the dog could just bring him with you.
Because I remember too a while back, like when I first started playing this game, looking stuff up. I remember one of the rumors for the dog was that you could teach him tricks. And I was like, because if you feed him a lot, but of course that's another thing that turned out to be just totally not true.
I know, I thought it wasn't. I kept feeding him, and he wouldn't.
Yeah, so pretty much you just feed them to feed them, and make them. Wow, look at that running animation.
Just whips over to you. You can like hold him and make him do weird, like some things, but not like anything special.
Yeah, you just kind of. You can get kind of angry when you try to leave with him.
I know, he's like, no, where are you going?
Hold on. May as well do it. Yeah, he's getting mad. There you go. And there you get the diddle face.
The dog bit him. And then there's Van.
Hey, Van.
Can you walk any slower?
I actually should have a bunch of stuff to sell to you today. Get some more moolah.
You better set up shop.
Oh, God. Once again, this is one of those days where it's bad because when your hands get sweaty while you're playing a game like Harvest Moon, you know it's too hot.
I know, it's so
it's
brutal.
It's way too hot.
I love BC because it's warmer weather, but I don't think I could go there in the summer. Winter's probably not bad, but summer, ugh.
Summer this year definitely, because my apartment bakes in the sun all day. It's just absolutely brutal for me, because this is the hottest part of BC I've ever lived in.
Oh,
I am not used to it.
Yeah.
Can I sell you here some coins? Give you money in exchange for money.
That's the even trade. Don't worry about it. $10 gold.
Not that much.
Nope.
You know, those kind of remind me of the Unless I'm just misremembering what the icon looked like, but the little gold icon that you have in Kirby's Great Cave Offensive. You're collecting all the money and stuff. Those coins remind me of that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
He's gonna go sell them to Kirby for twice as much as he bought them off you for.
Actually, I shouldn't give him sugar ore. That's good presents for the twins.
Yeah.
What else I got here? I should turn this all into sashimi, because sashimi sells for a good bit. I had real sashimi not too, well, a few months ago now, but it's interesting because
Yeah.
I'm used to sushi, but I'm not really. I've never eaten just like a thing of raw fish before.
Yeah, it's something, all right.
It's an experience. I could eat it and it tasted fine and all. It's just not something I'd consume on a regular basis. That's for sure.
If I was at a restaurant, I'd get it like maybe like once, but I wouldn't like get it ever again. It's not.
Yeah. It was worth trying. I can say that much. Otherwise, I'll just stick with sushi and stuff that's a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm choosing the hors d'oeuvre button, because I think you can make sashimi via any of them. I just like the hors d'oeuvre button in the cooking menu because it doesn't fit on the text box they made for it.
I know. It just hangs way over. You should make a fish dessert.
Huge over it. Oh yeah, I'll try that. See if because I'm pretty sure sashimi is just programmed to just turn into sashimi just on if you just use one fish. So let's test that theory.
Yeah.
Nope, it just gave me the fish back. Alright.
Well,
Never mind.
It's a dessert and ready to go.
Yeah, there we go. Raw fish is a treat to some people.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just turning it into another form of raw fish. You know.
Cutting the head
This
off.
one's-
The guts.
Yeah, this one just happens to make more money. So aside from your not great schedule, anything else planned coming up? Like, other than Story of Seasons, any other projects you got in the works?
I've been thinking about it. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want to make more videos on World of Warcraft because I've been playing a lot of that lately.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just gotta wait for like them to talk about or release something interesting. For now,
yeah.
it's kind of at the boring point in between expansions where there's nothing really going on. Because I did a video when they announced a new expansion. It went over really well. It got like way more views than I thought I'd get. It got like 1,000. Like, holy crap.
Oh, that's nice. So there's definitely a level of interest for more of that, that's for sure.
Yeah, because there's a few people I subscribe to that like do the videos all the time on anything, like lore videos or whenever they do new stuff. I find it entertaining. That's why I figured, I might as well try it.
Yeah. Of course, the rest of the syndicate, we're in the works of talking about something, still trying to get it arranged.
Yep.
So those who are listening to this video can look forward to that. Nothing's set in stone yet, but just know that we're working on something.
We got something planned, somewhat.
Should be pretty good.
Yeah.
There, that's on my fish.
They're gonna like it. Maybe.
I hope. It's been a long time coming, so I hope they'll like it when it's finally done.
But it's not Bunker Hunters.
It's not.
I actually played Minecraft the other day. I haven't played Minecraft in like a year.
I still haven't really played it too much. Like, I briefly checked out some of the new stuff, but
They really haven't.
outside of that.
They really haven't added too much.
Yeah. For me, there was a decent amount of new stuff, because the last time I really played it was when we did the last session of Bunker Hunters.
Yeah.
So, and then there was quite a bit added while I haven't looked at it, but still, it's still Minecraft, so,
Yeah.
you know.
I was thinking about sitting down and streaming it one day, but I keep thinking, I'm like, am I gonna be entertained enough to do it, or am I gonna like get tired of it after an hour?
Yeah.
Because if you don't get into Minecraft, it's kind of dull. You gotta like go in there with a plan, and then like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. If not, you're kind of like, let's chop down some trees. Let's go kill that chicken. Didn't drop any chicken. What a jerk.
Pretty much. That's why I haven't yet to try another solo thing with it, because it was weird not having people to bounce off with it. So
it's funner with people, definitely.
Like a lot of things are, honestly.
Yeah.
But the only problem with our end was, well, the main thing, one of the reasons our idea is taking a long time to take shape is the lot of us have been up to a lot. Like, obviously, for a while, I was moving all over BC, and then I finally settled, and then Sky moved back to his home. Gitsu was always super busy with work, and when he wasn't, he was making fishing plans and stuff. So
yeah, I was essentially out of the city.
Yeah, couldn't catch him a lot of the times. And Creed recently moved and is dealing with his own stuff now. So it's just a lot of
life catching up.
Yeah, there's a lot of the fact that we're all adults, sadly.
Yeah,
making
being an
it
adult sucks.
Making it a bit more challenging, but you know, we'll work our way there. And when we get it going, it'll go. That's for sure. I'm confident in that at the very least.
Oh
but, yeah. Just hold your patience for now, everyone.
Yeah, I have a little bit of good news on my front. If everything goes as it should, I won't have to work as much come October, because I'm essentially like kind of done with my job, and it's a really easy job. The money's good. I'm just kind of sick of being there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut my hours in half, and then when my school starts, just go do that.
Oh yeah. What are you going to school for?
Civil engineering.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That should be. How long is that course?
It's 2 years. Probably a little less because I already have some credits. And then if I want to like finish it, I could do another 3 years of it, but I probably won't, because from what I've heard, I'll probably be pretty happy with what I'm doing. Just right off the block.
Yeah, that should be good then.
Yeah. Lots of opportunities for that in trades in Alberta. Might as well jump on the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a grocery store manager, even though they want me to be one.
Yeah, that's a lot of the reason why I haven't done too much here, because unfortunately in this area, it's one of those laid-back retirement places. So when it comes to like actual work in this area, it's mostly food related.
Yeah.
There's like food stores, mom and pop shops, restaurants, bakeries, and I'm not good at that at all.
No.
And the only other thing that might be opening here soon that I heard is a computer store, so when that opens, I'll definitely apply to that.
Ooh.
But otherwise, I pretty much have like I have no hope for a job that I won't be terrible at or won't like.
Yeah.
So, and at this point, thinking about it, and I'm suddenly like, did I take my medication today? And yes, I did.
Yeah.
But I was about to be like, because of the fact I'm already on my medication, like there's no reason for me to ever bother getting into a job where I won't be happy.
No,
so,
you don't want to put that on yourself and make it worse.
It was weird because I take mine and you don't go right to sleep when I'm about to mull. Come on.
Good night.
Because I take my pills in the morning, so sometimes I have to sit there and think about it like, I did do that this morning, yeah?
Yeah.
So, still not used to the whole thing, because I'm fairly new to it, but hey, they work, so.
Alright, as long as they work.
Yeah.
Depression sucks.
I was super reluctant to take them for the longest time, because back when I was in school, I did a lot of studying of pretty topics that most people probably want to like, you know, shootings and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, they're always like, oh, they're on this new medication and stuff. And that always, like, just put a paranoia in me. It was like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to turn into one of them.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I'm just being stupid and being paranoid for no reason. So, yeah. It only took me like 7 or 8 years to finally realize that, but you know.
Yeah. The media always makes it a lot worse than it really is.
Mm-hmm. Almost 30 minutes in.
Oh,
Recording's
yeah.
going pretty smoothly.
Pretty smoothly. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
So on the, oh, thank you, Van, for your cutscene. On the rise of the whole YouTube gaming thing, what are your first impressions of that?
Of their
going in?
of their streaming service, or
Just YouTube gaming in general, like the little layout stuff they're planning on doing, and what they're trying to push for the gaming community.
I like it. I think it's going to be like a good thing, but I mean, I'm also kind of a little hesitant because it sounds a little too good.
Mm-hmm. What I've been worried about, because of the YouTube gaming thing coming out, we know how Google works with the copyright
Yeah.
and stuff, so I'm really wondering what they're arranging with a lot of game companies. And, because, like, this change could have happened way sooner, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
gamers have been one of the forefront entertainment things on YouTube for a while, I'd like to say. And, yeah. And it's, ooh, Banana A.
Ooh,
This should make some good seeds.
sweeter than Banana B.
I like how that's the description they decided to go with. It's like, it's better than the other one.
But I want a Banana B. I don't want a Banana A. Banana A.
But yeah, and the other thing with YouTube gaming I've noticed is that they've been really, really aggressive the past few weeks with the copyright sweeps.
I know. Holy crap.
They've been going pretty nuts with that, so I'm just wondering, like, will that become worse when it's finally implemented, or will it settle down when it's done? It's just, it's just a matter of seeing that get sorted as well. Because
Yeah.
it has been ridiculous how much I've been getting hit, like, every 2 weeks or so with 5 or 10
Yeah, I've been getting
videos
like that
at a
too.
time.
All my Tales games have been hit. I think they're not 100% yet. I'm still getting them like once a week or so. I still get more and more. But it's getting to the point where there's gonna be certain games where you just won't do because you're just gonna get claims on them. So you'll be like, what's the point?
Yeah, like, and that's the thing for a lot of people, and we already know the whole drama with Nintendo
Yeah.
and how many YouTubers have already been like, well, I'm just not gonna do their content anymore. So we'll just see, like, if it turns out to be a bad thing that happens through the copyright thing, because copyright on YouTube has been a huge problem for
Ever.
pretty much ever.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they fix it as it releases, or we'll see if we'll see what happens, I guess.
If not, just switch to streaming.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think a lot of
'Cause,
people are starting to do that more, stream more, just because it's a little more appealing, because the only copyright issues you get is on the VODs if you have copyrighted music, really. Even then, they're a little lenient about that.
Yeah, and it's these days there's a lot more interest and viewership and that sort of stuff. Like, even I, like, for the longest time I used to not really watch streams, but I've been getting into a lot of people. Like, Vinny from Vine Sauce is obviously like one of my all-time favorite people.
Oh
now.
yeah, you love him.
And yeah, I've been watching a lot of others, like speedrunners and stuff, so
It's more
yeah,
engaging
definitely.
because you get like live reactions and you're kind of like
Yeah.
right there. You're almost a part of it essentially.
And like, yeah, and I like streaming now too, obviously, a lot, because the direct interaction with people who are there, and it's a lot more involved.
That's what
And
I've been
I'm
thinking
actually-
about, just kind of doing more
Yeah.
stream based and just kind of uploading the VODs. But
Yeah. I'm still gonna do the YouTube thing, and I'm also planning on doing like a couple projects that would be like a stream to YouTube thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that forms out as I have the money to set up artwork and stuff for it.
yeah,
Mm. Alright, what day are we on now? Day 4.
ooh,
Making decent progress.
Yeah,
Like, that's
almost time.
that's
for
just
fall.
how you can tell. Like, this game moves quickly, but also at the same time, not very quickly at all, because 30 minutes, and we've done 2 days, I think.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
In Story of Seasons, I'm trying to get it down to where like you get an episode at least a day, but like the days are ended up being around 20 minutes to half an hour just in the beginning. So I'm kind of like, how can I get that down faster? But it's hard to.
Yeah, and like I'm, as we see right now, I'm only focusing on the trees and milking my one cow who has milk right now, and even then, it still takes a bit of time to complete that day.
If you were doing like full-blown crops like watermelon, it should be taking forever.
Yeah, it'll take even longer when I get to that point.
Yeah,
so.
I love watermelon.
Oh yeah, watermelon's so super. I want to try the thing that I keep seeing Japanese people doing, is salt on watermelon. I don't get that.
I don't either. It looks like it might be good, but I'm just kind of like, why would you put salt on something sweet?
I don't know. Yeah.
You put crazy.
People try weird things. But that encourages other people to try weird things.
Yep.
It certainly sparked my interest.
I hope I sound fairly normal. I'm kind of fighting a cold. I'm on the better end of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of on its way out, but still a little congested.
Still sound like good old Gets.
Good. What if I...
Speaking of Getsy, there you are.
You heard me and I sounded like completely different. I'm like, who the hell are you? I'm Getsu.
Yeah, I'm Getsu. Hell yeah, Pearl Skittles.
Hell yeah.
Here's my sheep.
Creed.
I used to have a goat named after KZ, but he's dead now.
How did he die?
I lit him. Because, the goat stopped giving milk, and there's no way to get him to produce milk again,
Yeah.
so...
And then after that, he's as good as dead.
Yep.
He might as well be a
So-
donaire at that point.
The time finally came, and he died.
He was a sacrificial goat.
Oh, Tartan's mad at me again, I think.
What a jerk.
You forget to talk to him for like a day, and then he just sets him off. It resets his meter.
Then he's on the rag.
Instantaneously. I guess that's what happens when you have two heads.
Yep. Two heads are better than one.
Produce way stronger emotions.
Yep.
Man, Tartan should be an X-File. There's no way. There's no way he should be a thing.
You've been really... How many episodes of that have you been watching? Because I know I've seen on Twitter you've been really getting into the X-Files.
Yeah. Just yesterday, I think I finished season 2 with Ryan, because I've been watching it with him, so we're going to be moving on to season 3 here soon.
How many seasons are there?
9.
Ooh.
And there's about 100 something episodes, and each episode is like 40 minutes long.
Oh, good. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Keep you busy for a while.
It's a pretty damn good investment, and it's gonna be a while, and it's a good thing too, because not only am I really enjoying the show, but it'll take me a good amount of time, especially with scheduling with Ryan, to get through it.
Yep.
So it'll be a good venture. But yeah, I keep saying it, but people should, if they haven't seen it, check it out. American Netflix has the HD edition.
Yeah.
Super good.
American Netflix is so much better.
Ooh. There's the very rare times, though, where I've had to turn off American Netflix to see certain things on Canadian.
Yeah, we have
'Cause,
some original content, like Trailer Park Boys.
We've been getting some of the good, some of the good DreamWorks movies and
Yeah.
Disney and stuff. So I finally got the chance to see How to Train Your Dragon because Canadian Netflix had it.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah,
I seen it on TV. What's it called? A couple months ago.
Yeah. One of my friends kept bugging me to see it for the longest time a few years ago, and then I only just recently finally got to see it. So,
hooray!
Of course, I told him about it. He's like, "About damn time."
Yeah, I was like, I've been telling you for years now.
It's a pretty good one. I enjoyed it. Staring at a grave there, sir.
Yep. You must not be a very good doctor if the person's in a grave.
Still checking up on her even though she's gone. Guess that's something.
What are you going to prescribe for her?
I mean, not many other people are old or sick in this place, so he must not have a hell of a lot to do.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have any pants. That's how good of a doctor I am. Can't beg anybody. Get sick.
Starts becoming one of those doctors who starts secretly, like, injecting people to make him sick so he can treat them.
Starts poisoning the fish in the river and that.
Let's give you a flat. We're not friends yet. Oops.
You're not friends.
There we go. Couple people here still gotta befriend. It's one of the other goals I got going.
Yeah.
Gotta be friends with. Oh, there we go. Friends there.
Yay.
Only a few people left, I think. I think it's just the twins and a couple other people. Otherwise, we're almost done befriending everyone.
Friendship.
Slowly running out of more goals.
That's the
This
sad
game
part.
is. Yeah, this game is gonna get even more boring.
Checklist gets smaller.
As soon as I get to synthesizing, though, and just finding excuses to find the recipes and make them, that'll be alright.
You should just focus on making watermelon.
Just watermelon.
Just watermelon.
Entire field of watermelon.
Yeah.
That Grant guy isn't here for him to give me the gift.
That jerk.
I need to figure out his timing, because he... Oh, is that him right there? Yeah, it is. Maybe I'll go into his house and I can go in. So we'll just stalk him for a bit. So this gives me time.
Yeah. Walk faster.
Just follow behind him ever so slowly.
I always laugh at their walking animations.
Of course, Ryan is now awake after we've already started and been going. We're already almost done, man.
It's too late. Hey, you can make it 4 hours.
Oh, maybe next year if this is still going. No, there's no way. If this makes a 4-year anniversary, there's no way.
If it makes it to 4 years, you can just do a whole season in one video.
I need to wrap up this LP. It's so bad.
It's never gonna end. Technically, the game doesn't end.
This one does. There's a final chapter and a final cutscene, and really short credits.
Yeah.
So that'll be a thing.
People wanted me to keep playing Room Factory, and I was kind of like, I could, but it's just kind of like I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah, it hits a point, and I thought I hit the point for this a long time ago, but just people are so damn passionate about it. Oh, I'm friends with Moo now.
Yeah.
It's another person I don't have to friend anymore. Yeah, I really am running out of things to do here. I knew this was going to be a 3-hour video, but I didn't think I'd run out of all the game's content in this video.
We went through 3 hours of content, and now we're done. The LP's over, everyone. Thanks for coming by.
Yep. This is the final episode, 3 years and done.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Or don't. You know, up to you. I prefer the latter, though. See if the dig site's open this time. Get some more money items.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, digging, my friend wanted to go gold panning, because apparently there was, like, gold flakes and stuff in the North Saskatchewan River. So we went down to this place, and they, like, showed us how to gold pan in that. And it's, like,
cool.
It's a lot of work. And, like, people have these big, like, $1,000 machines in that where you just keep shoveling the dirt in that, and it, like, does most of the work. And it's like, it's cool, but it's like, yeah. And he was telling me about these stories of how he was up in the Yukon and that. And I was like, hey, that's crazy. They're like, yeah, there's a gold rush up there, man. He's like, yeah, I go crazy up there with the gold.
I don't even. It's one of those things you don't really think about that often. The fact that, you know, those gold rushes still happen.
Yeah.
Because the way I always, the most of the time when I saw that, especially when I was younger, was there wasn't parodied in cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
And like silly cartoons about all these gold miners and whatnot. Daffy Duck going crazy and just being screwed over by Bugs Bunny, that sort of thing.
Yep.
It's just weird to think sometimes that, yeah, that's a real life thing that happens, actually.
Yep.
They invest a lot of money into it. I'm just riding my horse at this point.
You're riding me?
Yeah. Going on a ride up a Getsu.
Rough riders.
For how fast your hooves move, the speed you go just doesn't quite match.
No. The moving animations of this game are like pretty out there.
Oh, it is hot, man. It was alright earlier, but now it's later into the afternoon. The sun is at that point where it's setting and beaming down on me.
Oh, I hate when it's hot. I'm on night crew right now, and like you just can't sleep. You get off work, it's like 30 degrees. Like, oh my god. Today was pretty good though. It was like 10 degrees.
Oh, that's really good. We use Celsius, by the way.
Yeah.
The numbers sound really small, but the 30 in Fahrenheit is like 100, I think. So it's up there.
Yeah.
I think it's 25, 26, around that today. Not as bad as it could be, but it's just the humidity.
Yeah.
Humidity is gross right now, especially because of the friggin' smoke.
It's awful.
Locking in all the locking the sun at the top, locking in all the moisture at the bottom is just
I have such a terrible farmer stand for like being outside.
Oh yeah.
My arms are like so brown, and then my shoulders are not, and it's just like,
I ended up getting this really gross farmer's tan from when I sunburned my arms when I was out biking with my older brother who came to visit. We were biking about, and then I got home finally and realized that not only did I have heat stroke,
yeah,
but my arms were just super burned, and that was brutal. I was such a whiny bab for a week because, man, I can't deal with burns.
Burns.
In fact,
sucks,
I can't even handle heat, but burns are like, ugh. Can't do it.
I'm surprised I haven't got any sunburning at all this year. I got heat stroke really bad last week, but just because when you're out in the water and the sun's reflecting off the water, if it's real calm and it's hot, you can get sunburned so easily.
Oh yeah.
My friend got his arms and his neck were burnt really bad when we went, but I was perfectly fine except for the heat stroke. And that was probably only because I didn't drink enough water.
Pretty much, like I'll take heat stroke again any day over freaking sunburn. I can say that much.
You just kind of throw up a few times, rest a day, and you're like, all right, here I am. Instead, someone like high five, slap your arm. Oh god.
So I can deal with it. It was incredibly painful for me.
Yeah.
I lived in the bathtub for like 2 days. Couldn't handle it. And because of that, I've not been outside too much.
No.
So I just don't want to get burned again.
Yeah, sunburn sucks.
Patiently waiting for fall, and then I can start going on my regular walks again because it won't be brutal.
Fall is nice. It's nice and cool. There's still sun, but not like beaming down on you. And then winter happens.
Finally winter.
6 months of winter.
Yes. Probably not so much in this city. Last winter was alright, but back in my original mountain city that I lived in, yeah, it was pretty much just winter all the time.
Yeah.
I'll take that again over summer, that's for sure.
Yep.
I am a snow bab. Prefer snow. Because as they say, it's a hell of a lot easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
You can only get so naked.
Yeah. Until you just start ripping off your skin, but then that just hurts. So
yeah.
There's no point. You don't want to do that.
No.
That's gross. Oh man, goo it up. Goo it up with that overblown up pixelated text.
Goo. Feed me melons. Catch my hot berry melon.
I don't know how that reminded me, but Even keeping up the One Piece manga?
I have been, yes.
They pretty happy that Dressrosa's finally.
I know.
Like, that conclusion was amazing.
That conclusion was so awesome. I'm so glad it's over, but it was a long one.
Yeah. Like, how long did that go on in the manga? I heard people were saying that was like over a year, one of the longest chapters that's run in a while.
It has been. It's been a
Or
really
arcs.
long arc. It started off really slow just because they were kind of like shoveling information.
Yeah, there's a lot of info at the beginning, and then we got the split up plan, and then all hell broke loose finally.
Yeah, and then shit got real.
And then that final battle, man.
That was such a good battle.
Oda's godlike. I can't handle it sometimes.
Can't wait for
I can't wait for the anime.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
Can't
good.
wait for the anime to get to it. I'm pretty happy with how the anime's been handling Law's backstory.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to freaking that fight. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
Like, how much better, how much more awesome could Luffy possibly get? And the answer is, he just always does. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he'll always be awesome, no matter what happens. Are you watching any, like, the newer anime this season, or...?
I've been having a really hard time keeping up with anime recently, because I love anime,
Yeah.
but when it comes to, like, half of the time when I start watching things, it's usually later at night when I'm relaxing, and because there's a lot of reading the subtitles, I just tend to accidentally pass out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I miss a bunch of stuff because my eyes just get tired and I fall asleep. But yeah, I want to get to the new Durara Part 2 of X2.
I haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah, I need to finish Baby Steps 2.
Baby Steps.
I
is
did
good.
check out Baby Steps is really good. I need to check. I checked out a few, like 3 or 4 episodes of that Monster Mazamune. I think it's
Yeah,
called.
you should watch Everyday Life with Monster Girls.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's pretty funny. Like the kind of ecchi stuff, I'm usually not that into, but so far it's been funny enough to keep me interested. And
Yeah.
just the whole concept's got me kind of hooked, because it's just like, what weird things could they possibly do with this? And they did pretty weird things straight off the bat.
It gets pretty weird.
So, yeah. So far though, Pappy is probably my favorite character. Just how they introduced her was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Just takes 3 steps and completely forgets what's going on.
What's my name?
Pappy the
Harpy the Pappy. I try to keep up with anime. All right, I'll at least watch like one episode of each new one just to see what it's like. See if it's like, man.
Mm-hmm.
But if I keep up with anime, I get behind on regular TV, and then people get mad at me because like
Yeah.
I've been watching Ray Donovan. That one's real good. It's really fucked up, but it's really good.
Yeah, a lot of my what would be anime time has been invested into either cartoons like Regular Show or Gumball,
Yeah.
or freaking X-Files now. So the X-Files definitely eats up a lot of my spare time, because again, those are 40 minutes of episodes per episode, some of which are like crazy 2-parters that you just have to watch back to back. So
That's like with Ray Donovan. They're the same ones. They're like the 40-minute ones, the hour-long ones.
mhm.
Yeah, you gotta watch them.
Some good TV. Like, I wasn't a big TV person. I have cable here, and I never have that cable on,
Yeah.
because just Netflix just has pretty much what I need. Just like one show that I get addicted to for a little while.
I only use
Oh my
cable
God,
for
hiccups.
sports. That's it.
Yeah. And me not being a big sport person, I have like no reason to look at it.
Yeah.
Unless they're just I happen to hear about maybe a TV special that's exclusive to TV for a while. Otherwise, I don't, I don't need to turn it on, because I can just go to Netflix and be like, oh, every episode of Mythbusters, sure, I'll marathon that for the next couple months, and then move on to the next thing, kind of thing. So
Yep.
chickens. Gotta take care of my chicks.
You forgot the chickens.
Gotta get those eggs if they're laid any. Yeah, I can't believe in this last 3 video segments I've been almost befriending everybody already. It's only maybe Nami is one I can think of I need to do, but she's pretty picky.
Yeah. She's a lone wolf.
If only she was just Nami from One Piece.
That'd
Be even more invested in this game. I wish I could mod this game and just
be
make
cool.
things weird. Because one of the things I wanted to try to do to make things a little bit fun for a couple episodes was to just put in a bunch of cheats and see what I could do.
Yeah.
But I found out using cheats on the Wii/GameCube thing is kind of a hassle.
Yeah.
Unless I can acquire an actual thing for it. Because my Wii is homebrewed, and I was like, oh, I can just load it up on a SD card, and then it just turned out that it would actually be a way longer and difficult process, so I just couldn't get it to work out.
Then it's just not worth
Sadly.
it. And you're like, oh well.
Yeah, so maybe one day. Another thing I'm trying to do is to get the extra items from connecting the Game Boy Advance thing, but I don't have the Game Boy Advance, I don't have the cable, and I don't have the game anymore, so that kind of
Yeah.
made it hard too.
I wonder if the new Harvest Moon, like from the one that Natsume is making, is going to be moddable, because it's going to be out on the PC and the Wii
Oh,
U.
they're releasing on PC too?
Yeah. So it makes me
Not
wonder,
even-
like, because it's the first one I've seen ever released on a PC, so it's like, yeah, they could probably mod that.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard about that one.
It's like called Seed of Memories, I believe.
Oh. Yeah, for those who don't know, Natsume is making they're actually producing Harvest Moon now,
Yeah.
and the original Harvest Moon, the one that this is based on, the original creators have moved over to Xseed under the name Story of Seasons.
Yeah. Because Natsume owns the rights
Harvest
to the name.
Moon. Yeah, owns the name, so that's just a translation thing and whatever copyright thing that happens, so no big deal.
Gets me more farming games, that's all I care about.
Yep. So there's been a lot of confusion over that. It's like, what is this? Isn't like it? Because I remember the 3DS one. I think Harvest Moon came out.
Yeah.
A lot of people were really confused.
Yeah, they're like, but
So
they're like, this isn't that one.
yeah. I wonder if I can just give like a simple item to Nami, like a flower. That'll start me off. Because I know, like, oh, maybe sashimi. I know, like, one of her favorite things are food made with the spice that you get.
Yeah. You should make your watermelon with the spice.
Oh, she likes getting custom food, so yeah, sashimi it is.
Hooray!
There, I can slowly work on making her a friend too, and then I think I may be friends with everyone in town.
Then you just need to go to
Aside
Mineral
from-
Town.
Aside from Cody and the twins. Yeah, I think it's Nami, Cody, and the twins, and that's it.
Cody's the hippie guy, right?
No, Cody's the big artist guy who lives in the thing here.
Oh,
the
yeah,
mohawk.
the other guy.
Yeah, he crosses his arms all the time, and when his arms are crossed, you can't give him anything.
Yeah, he's just like, no.
So he's like one of the hardest ones to befriend because of that.
The doors are closed.
Gustafa is the hippie, and maybe he's indoors. I don't know. Just go smoke a bowl.
Let's go smoke a ball in the hippie
Yeah,
tent.
here he is. Oh man, I'm getting a cutscene and everything. You hotboxing in here? Oh, the summer festival. I didn't even know that was going on. I
Cool.
just walked in on the cutscene accidentally. I think we've seen it before, but whatever. Here you go.
Yay, festivals.
It's kind of a shame because I know in some of the other Harvest Moon games, like you could walk around and interact with some stuff, and this one is just cutscenes.
Yeah, the festivals are actual things. You can win prizes, and you can, like, submit your animals to, like, contests and stuff like that.
Here we get to watch Daryl be creepy behind a tree, and then Gustafa play the guitar.
I was looking, I was like, isn't he just sitting behind the tree? What's he doing?
What a weirdo.
He's like, I want that guitar. I'm gonna steal it. Oh, he likes the music.
Just another thing I like about these cutscenes is just how bad those sprites are. Just look how blown up and pixelated they get.
I know.
So gross, and you can see the really poorly, like, the white lines are still around it from when they cut out whatever background it was on.
I know.
This is so bad. But then again, like, I think I said this before, but I'm pretty sure this Harvest Moon was, like, one of the early GameCube launch titles.
Yeah.
So,
The other one, Magical
Is-
Melody, that one was a good one.
yeah. There's a lot of figuring out on the company's part for doing it, I guess, but
Yeah.
even then, I feel like they could have done a lot more with it than they did, but, you know. Take what you can get. There could have been no Harvest Moon game. I don't know.
That would have made me sad. Who knows? That would have made me a Call of Duty player instead.
Oh, snap. Gotta get those trick shots.
Yeah.
MLG hype.
Sponsor me, CSGO.
Oh, that reminds me of how I miss Seamus.
I know.
Hardly ever uploads now.
Apparently he's having a lot of medical problems because I still watch like the creatures avidly and I look on their Reddit. Apparently he's having like lots of medical problems.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. There's so many different people in the creatures now.
Is there?
Yeah, there's Artist Joe, Intern Joe, Spencer. Although Spencer's been like around for like a year or two, so he's not that new. Then there's Aaron. He's pretty cool. He's pretty funny.
No idea who that is.
Yeah.
Wow, they've been changing quite a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't really keep up with them anymore because I don't know, their content just didn't do it for me anymore.
They don't do as much gaming stuff now. They do a lot of other stuff. I still like it, but I mean, they've definitely changed a lot compared to what they used to be.
Around the whole company thing is when I started seeing their different stuff, and I just didn't really do it for me.
No,
so
they're trying to be more like Rooster Teeth, but I mean, I like it.
Yeah, you know, everybody has their thing, and obviously they're doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah.
So.
The only time I don't like is when they do creature talk and like they'll only have like one of the main creatures I used to like there. Like if I don't have like Nova and Alex there, I almost won't watch creature talk. You gotta have like at least Nova, Alex, Kutra, and Dan's there, like at least one or two of them, or it's kind of like, it's hard.
Yeah. But what is this? It just became like a thing with the interns now, or?
Well, they're nice in their own rights. It's just I prefer the OG ones, you know.
Yeah, like the core group.
Yeah,
I getcha. Well, before we start wrapping up here, as we approach the hour, or hit the hour actually, any little plugs you want to do or need to feel like doing?
Sure. Yeah, you should go to my channel, Getsumara, and watch my story seasons. I should be recording later this week when I don't have to do something after work, which would probably be either tomorrow or the next day. Hooray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should look forward to that. Woohoo. Do some farming on the 2DS, because that's what my thing is the 2DS.
Oh, you got was it the Japanese company? 2DS order in, or?
Yeah, I bought the capture card device thingy on the thing.
Oh yeah.
I only bought it because it was like $100 cheaper, and I was like, I don't really care if it's 3DS or 2DS as long as it plays the game.
Yeah, be able to show it off and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of when the American dude finally gets his new 3DS card finished, that'll send in my new 3DS for it.
Yeah.
But time will tell. Anyway, this has been the 3-hour special.
Hooray!
Anniversary for the 3-hour anniversary, you know, big old video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you can, I'd appreciate any extra support you can give, because obviously this took a lot of work and scheduling to put together. So
here's for year 4.
Yeah, so thank you guys for all the support over the years, and I'm glad you're still very passionate about watching this series. Without you guys, you know, and how crazy you've been about it, I wouldn't be doing it still. So you're the reason it's still going, and I will continue to play it as long as you guys give a damn. So with that, we'll finally wrap this up. This has been Bluebomberimo, and
Getsumara. Hello.
And until next time, have a great day.
Bye.